right. It looks like we are live. I put it for 8:05 just to be on the safe side, but got here at about 8, so figure I start the stream now. But there's Derek, Alex, and Fridge Squash Face. Hi there, Lucas. Hope you're doing well. By the way, Lucas, I did record the first 4 parts of Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. I will have that tomorrow or the next day. I will have that up. I will try to record more tomorrow, but that has started. So just letting you know, Lucas. So thank you for that. And definitely more to come thanks to you. So thank you. Let me just clean this a little bit. I'm enjoying the game. Yes, it's a lot of fun so far. Really, really enjoy it. Hard Eyes, have not seen. No one has requested Hard Eyes. Haven't seen it. Great, I'm doing okay. Hope you're doing well. Alter Ego, hello there. Yeah, so far, I feel that way, Lucas. So far, Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, which will be the next video game playthrough, thanks to Lucas. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I've got 4 hours in. So, yeah, very cool so far. Hi there, MTB. Blood and Honey gives you a bellyache. Well, I think most people it does. Yep, Derek, I know. Yeah, it's too bad. Oh, thank you, Nippy. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you, Nick B. I appreciate that. Thank you. Very nice of you to say. Headshotter, hello there. Hope you're doing well. Deer Hunter. I know they were Rat Hammer, I believe. No, I don't know anything about that. Jason Momoa allegedly tormenting screaming at crew members on the set of the Minecraft movie. Is there evidence of this? Oh yeah, Lucas, I found some of those and I've been using whatever, picking and choosing. Hey there, Foddy. Hope you're doing well. Headshotter can't complain. Just been very, very busy. Oh, hey there, Business of Fear. Funny enough, I just recorded your request today. So that will be up in a few days. It's about 40 minutes long. But thank you. It was a lot of fun talking about that stuff. Yeah, Business of Fear requested my fantasy booking on a new Ninja Turtle trilogy of films. But for me, it's a quadrilogy, and I get to that in the review as to why that's the case. But thank you. Hey there, Tenchi fan. Oh, thank you guys. Wow, that's very kind of you both. Fadi, thank you so much. That's really kind of you. Thanks. Hi there, Josh. I finally saw Arkham of Valor and I loved it. Solid cast, especially Gene Hackman, who gives a great performance, and I actually teared up at the end. Yeah, I've said that many times. I have recommended that film, and they say the same thing. The cast, great performances, and they tear up at the end. Those are the common 3 things I've noticed when people I've recommended to. The same thing happens. So very cool. Glad that you enjoyed it. It is one of my favorite films of all time. I think it is one of the most underrated films of all time. Uncommon Valor. Love that film to death. Love it. So thank you, Fadi. And hey, Joe. Hope you're doing well, Joe. I apologize. I've just been so busy as of late, but I hope you're doing well, Joe. I did see the Naked Gun teaser. I don't know. I did think the O.J. Simpson joke was funny, but I don't know. I still don't think we need a Naked Gun remake. I don't think we need a new Naked Gun. And the joke of, okay, he's wearing a skirt and panties because he's undercover as a girl. Is that really the first joke you want to go with? I don't know. That just seemed pretty cringe. So I don't know about that. Superman 2025, I did see it. It did not look impressive at all. What's funny, there was a Reddit post that gave away the entire film, and I think they were right. So I can make a guess if people want to know as to what the whole film will be about. But that's up to people out there. But yeah, it didn't impress me much. I'm not looking forward to the new Superman. I think it looks very blasé, middle of the road at best. I'm not a fan of the costume. I'm just not a fan of it at all. Oh, no problem, Business of Fear, but thank you, Joe and Fadi. Very kind of you, man. Favorite horror icon, Ash from Evil Dead, probably. With Jason Momoa in Minecraft, it was a girl streamer. Oh, no, you're welcome, Chaz Flitz. Thank you. Thank you for the request. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. It was a girl that's a streamer that was invited on the set to be an extra that said it happened. Stood literally cut her scene because she called him out on it. Yeah, I never heard anything about it, so I don't know. I'm sure there's a Halloween 5 review on the channel. Biopics, it depends. I don't really go out of my way to see them. Hi, Net JPEG. Favorite movie that takes place in the basement? I don't know. 2005 Man in the House or Timely Jones? I barely remember that film. Minecraft, it doesn't matter what I think. It made a shitload of money. Ilsa She-Wolf, I haven't seen it. Hey there, Team Pin. Oh, thank you, Dippy. Sorry I missed this. Sorry I missed it. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate the kind words. Did you hear, Matt, about the recent allegations trafficking against Van Damme? Do you think that he is being set up as Romania has been shady recently? What do you mean by shady recently? I did hear that. I'm not going to believe allegations until there's proof to it. I know that's hypocritical of me to say because if the same thing was said, but you put Steven Seagal's name in, I know I would believe it more. But I need more context to those allegations. I need more proof. I need more. Sylvester Stallone, I remember there's a bit where, what was it, during Over the Top? Someone said Stallone did these things, and then the kid from Over the Top's like, no, he didn't. What's going on? And I think even Brigitte Nielsen, even though she doesn't like him, says, nah, that's not true. So I want proof. I want proof of that. Again, I know it's hypocritical, but I'm just being honest about it. Again, if it was Steven Seagal, I'd be, yeah, I believe it. So I know it's hypocritical, but I'm just being honest about it. Hey there, Joe. Please do spell. I want to know what we're in for Superman 2025. Now, again, I can't prove this, but this is the rumor. So take it with a big, big, big grain of salt. Okay? The first scene where Superman slides in the snow and Krypto saves him, that's the first scene in the movie. Lois knows Clark is Superman, but they hide behind it. Superman gets in a fight with a creature, one thing leads to another, and people start canceling Superman because of certain things. Something to do with Lex Luthor has like a pocket dimension, and at one point Superman fights himself. I can't remember the details because honestly I lost interest and just shut my brain off with that because it sounded so fucking lame. Hey, Official Vaughn, hope you're doing well, man. Thank you so much, Official Vaughn, by the way, for your video DM request back months ago. Like, Batman Begins was a fun one, so thank you. That was very kind of you. Am I more into Batman than Wolverine? Probably Wolverine. Hi there, Demeter. Van Damme has never had allegations. You're asking the wrong guy. Snow White is flopping? Well, that's good. Zoomer Superman? I mean, that's a good way to put it. Oh, thank you, Hopium. That's kind of you, man. Thank you. Apparently, the new Superman is a goofy comedy. Why would I want to be fucking watching that? Just as James Gunn, I guess. I don't know. You're asking me? I don't want to watch it. Unless it's a paid request. Run All Night wasn't into it. Let's Plays to come so far. Well, yours, the Star Wars, The Force Unleashed. Then some Oneers, 1 hour of Bully, and 1 hour of Bad Boys Miami Takedown, which would be the second part of that. Then Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, 5 parts of Sonic Unleashed, and then Tomb Raider remastered, and then Deadpool. So definitely some to come. Thank you, Derek. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Freddie Lit. I have seen Dragonfly with Tim Costner. I like it. I like the film. I've always liked the film. It's more of a drama, supernatural drama. It's not a horror film at all. It's not too. I mean, it's supernatural, but I thought Kevin Costner did a good job. I thought the story was rather sweet, and I liked it. I never hated it. I wouldn't say it's a favorite of mine, but I liked it. I thought it was kind of a bit underrated. I thought it was a nice, sweet little story. By the end of it, at least. But again, they tried to advertise it as a horror film. It's not that at all. It's a supernatural drama. But I liked it. Official Vaughn, favorite Val Kilmer movie. I don't know. I'll say performance is Tombstone, Doc Holliday. I'll put it that way. But again, once again, Official Vaughn, thank you for those video game requests. I appreciate that. Brave and the Bold Batman movie, I have no interest. Superman will bomb big time. I wouldn't be surprised. They've done a terrible job marketing the film. Yeah, someone requested 1 hour of Bully, so that'll be in the future sometime. Thank you, EM. Hey, Headman, hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. I do appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you, Lucas. Elton John went blind. Nah, I didn't hear anything about that. Thanos, hello there. Lego Jurassic World. Yeah, it was okay. I didn't mind it. No, none of the older movies are canon to this new Superman. Not canon at all. Fuck Young Guns 3. They're old as fuck guns. GTA, the only one I played was the third one back in the day. Haunted Pillowcase, just go to my channel and just go to the magnifying glass, just type up the movie, and then you can see whether I reviewed it or not. I didn't see the Rockford Files. The Traveler I didn't see. Would you do a Let's Play of Until Dawn for $500? Yes, but I don't think you're going to pay me $500. I would, but you wouldn't. I don't think you would do that. I dare you to do it, and I would do it. I dare you, but you're not going to do it, so I don't even know why you asked. I'm not a Problem Child movie fan, no. Yeah, Lego Marvel Superheroes is still my favorite Lego game. Hey, Ken. I did review your film, your request. Either tomorrow or the day after, I'll upload that. So stay tuned for that. But thank you, Ken. Hope you're doing well. Favorite James Remar movie? Probably 48 Hours. Thank you, BA. I appreciate that. That's really kind of you guys. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. To be fair, I think Unforgiven was an amazing Western. The protagonist was old as dirt. Emilio Estevez running the show gives me hope. But it doesn't make any sense. I mean, why is Lou Diamond Phillips in it? His character died in Young Guns 2. Why were the other people in it? They died in those fucking films. Except Billy the Kid, and then he became an old fuck by the end with bad makeup. So why? Who's asking for a Young Guns 3 old gun? Who's asking for it? No one's asking for it. That's my problem. And they killed almost everybody in Young Guns 2. Why are you getting Christian Slater when... Well, of course it's heavily implied. They literally said, oh, I'm going to see the horse when I die. And then he sees the horse and he died. And literally at the end, they text Christian Slater got his head cut off in Mexico. They literally say at the end of Young Guns 2. So you see how like it doesn't make any sense? But yeah, thank you, BA. I appreciate it. I mean, more power to you to look forward to it. I'm not that. I don't know if I want another Kolchak reboot. I would just like leave it alone. Third art style, I'm doing okay. Hope you're doing well. Hi there, Michael. Favorite roles. I mean, Richard Norton. I haven't seen a whole lot of his stuff yet. I know my friend Effrey sent some requests. It's going to be a while before I get to them, but I thanked him for that. And I haven't seen most of those films he requested. Under the Gun, probably so far, Richard Norton. Wings Hauser, I would go with Mutant. And Val Kilmer, his role as Doc Holliday in Tombstone, I would say is my favorite. So yeah, Doc Holliday in Tombstone, I thought he gave a great performance in that. Wings Hauser, I liked his character in Mutant from the 80s. And Richard Norton, I would say Under the Gun, one of the better films he got to star in. Because he didn't get to star in a whole lot, so I would say those. So thank you, Joe. I appreciate that, man. Favorite Johnny album? Johnny Who? Most underrated Val Kilmer film? I don't know. I don't mind Thunderheart. Who Could Kill a Child? I didn't see. No, I'm not a fan of Clifford. Headshotter, I prefer Tommy Jarvis. Favorite Call of Duty game? I haven't played a whole lot. Just the ones that are on the channel. I mean, I liked Modern Warfare. Maybe that one. Thank you, Ozzy Dio. Nice to meet you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hi there, Dark Spider. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Nippy, I heard about. I don't know anything about Russell Brand. I don't know anything about what's going on with that. I know nothing about that. Can't believe it get involved with the romance stuff. Well, Ozzy Dio, I would say this. Don't believe it just yet until there's proof. Because Sylvester Stallone, people said he did stuff on Over the Top, and then people were like, no, he didn't. So I didn't wait till there's proof, wait till more information is out. So I'm not going to jump on the hate Van Damme thing until I get actual proof. Bangkok Dangerous I've seen, thought it was shitty. Lisa Frankenstein, haven't seen. Yeah, Scar did one pussy in Mufasa. American Flyers, I have not seen that one. Kevin James didn't even know he had a new movie. Did you see new Naked Gun teaser? Yeah, we talked about it. It looks like O.J. Simpson Joe was funny. That's about it. Minecraft, they're watching the film. They're throwing popcorn at people and being rowdy to the point the police were called. Maybe they should have thrown it at the movie instead. MTB, it doesn't matter if the movie is middle of the road or lame. You can have good thoughts all you want, but if it's a lame movie, then I have no hope for it. I have no reason to it. I read the synopsis, like the detailed synopsis. It did not look that interesting of a movie to me. And nothing I've seen interests me. Real Genius, I remember that being fun. Watchers 3, I do like that. Oh, thank you, Sean Stanlin. Thank you for the kind words. Hey there, Bobby. Hope you're doing well. Matt's Powell, if it's a paid request. Yeah, all of them rest in peace. Oh, I think Leviathan's better than Alien Romulus as well, Alex, so that's my opinion too. I agree with you. Screw Minecraft, pretty much. How would you write a Superman movie? I am not an expert on him. I would need to do a lot of research to come up with a good, solid Superman story. But the idea of Superman just fighting himself, I'm like, really? Of all the villains he has? Hell, I could watch Superman 3 for that. Or the deleted stuff. What, not? Yeah, I'd watch Superman 3 for that. Honestly. Yeah, I always enjoyed Superman 3. What is Minecraft for? Like, can you play it on PS4 or something? Because I don't even have the game. I guess if so, but does that even have a story? Because I know nothing about Minecraft. Scoob, I have little knowledge about all that, so I'd be just saying a lot of hot air, Scoob. So I'm not going to answer that because I would not know what I'm talking about. So sorry. Do I like Batman Forever? Not really. I mean, it's kind of there. I didn't see that headshotter. No, I do not have a PS5. I want one, but it's too expensive. Heroes with Henry Winkler, never seen it. Hi there, Rufus. Well, okay, Lucas. Yeah, I'd be open to it. I'd be open to it. Hey there, Mr. D Man. Catch Me If You Can. Honestly, I never saw it. Do I remember where I was on 9/11? Yeah, I was in school. Haunted pillowcase. I mean, that's a nice thought. I would say yes, but I don't think you'll do it because I've had someone else say that and then they didn't do it. And I'm not going to be mad because there's a lot of money and I don't deserve it. But I mean, don't say that stuff unless you actually mean it. So, just saying. Because at the end, just, I mean, don't say that if you don't mean it. I'll put it that way. But, you could play on PS4. Okay, well, I don't have the game though, so. Mr. Demon, I have PS4. Last treasure for tonight. Did you see in the trailers for Sinner, that new Michael B. Jordan horror siege film? I did not, so I can't say much about it. I didn't see so I don't know. I think I saw the first teaser, but that was a long time ago, and I don't remember much about it. So I hate to say it, I can't say anything to answer your question. I apologize, Joe. Sorry about that. Well, I see the movie Drop. I don't even know what it is. I have not seen the Last of Us TV show. Hey, you're Scotty. Hope you're doing well. Favorite 70s movies: Dawn of the Dead, Jaws, Alien. Yeah, I've seen the movie Bully. I don't like it. Ozzy Dio. I mean, I can't answer that question. I don't know. Hey there, Arcade. Yeah, Valleywood too. We already talked about it multiple times already earlier in the stream. You just have to go back. Because unless it's a super chat, I don't want to answer the same question 18 times because then people in the chat would get tired because they've already heard it 17 times before. You know what I mean? Hi there, John 5. The Black Panther director. Yeah, it made sense to be on the fence about it. Favorite Clint Eastwood film, Magnum Force. No, I didn't see the trailer for new Mission Possible. Oh, thank you, Lucas. That's really kind of you. Scene should be requested tomorrow along with the movie. Yes, guys. Transformers Prime is coming after bad Transformers movies. Hopefully, show will be good format. Seasons 1 and 2 already planned. Yes, that's thanks to you. Thank you so much, man. That's very, very kind of you, Lucas. Thank you. May take a while to get to it, but I will. So thank you. I really, truly do appreciate that. Thank you, man. It's very kind of you. Thank you. Hi there, Husk. My probably for a few dollars more is my favorite of the three Man with No Name films. Woody and Ozzy Dio, just wait until more information comes out. I would say that. No, I've never been at a movie where there was a standing ovation. Hey, Wade Kingston, hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. My favorite Mario game? Nostalgic wise, Super Mario World, but I really did enjoy Odyssey and Galaxy. And it's hard for me to choose between the two. And I actually want to play those again one day. Because Odyssey and Galaxy were a lot of fun. No problem, Joe. You have a good night, man. This is kind of out of the blue. I had a bit of extra time. So, haunted pillowcase, I'm not answering that question. So just stop asking. Hey, Eccentric Views. Hope you're doing well. I did watch yesterday your cut of Rocky 4. I still have to record the review, so give me a few more days and I'll try to have that up for you. So thank you for that. I did watch it though. The Black Phone 2, I don't think it needs a sequel. I think the first film said all it needed to say. I don't think we need any more with the Black Phone. Scotty, yeah, that'd be the best way to do it. That's up to you though. Would he be opposed to a new Judge Dredd first-person shooter in style of Terminator? That would be cool. That would be neat. I would like to say that. That would be cool. You should play Super Mario 64 one day. I mean, if anyone ever requests it. Crybaby Lane, never seen it. April, May movies that are looking forward. I don't even know what's coming out because I gave little shits about it. I honestly do. I mean, I'll say my thoughts for the review on the Rocky Complete Cut. It's I would never see it again. To be fair, I would just watch the original cut of the film. That's just me though. Just me though. But I mean, I appreciate you doing that, and kudos to anyone who does a fan cut. It's tough shit to do. No bullshit. Ryan, I have not seen that film yet, so it's fine. Thank you, Lucas. That's really kind of you. How would you suggest the Transformers live action films need to improve? Any ideas? Focus, tighter running time, Stam Pam for yes, if it was requested, yes. But better design on the Transformers, less of the human characters, more of the Autobot characters. Focus on the story. Don't go in 85 directions like your ADD schizo. Don't need the films to be 2.5 hours long. Cut back on the stupid goofball fuck face humor. That's a couple of things to do. At least. Do I like the Rock movies? The Rundown. Recognized in public? No. Have I ever been to Texas? I live in Texas. Hi there, Matee. Yeah, I saw that Michael did a review of the new Popeye. Apparently, there's 2 Popeye horror films. I've seen a little bit of his review. I'll watch it, the rest of it later. But I've never seen any of them. Thank you, General. Are you surprised The Rock wasn't? Well, The Rock is doing other movies. That's why he's not in it. Yeah, I've seen Faster. I hated it. I thought it was a piece of shit. Boring as fuck movie. Have I ever been to Iowa? I was born in Iowa. I don't care about Zelda movie. No interest. Never met a celebrity. So that includes John Carpenter. Darman Studios, don't know who he is. Sorry. Film scared the most during your childhood? I wouldn't say scared, but I would say probably the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You want my autograph? Sure. Thanks. Yeah, Tristus was not a good movie. Andrew, are you saying favorite games of all time or favorite game I played for a request? Andrew Schuster. Take care, Lucas. You have a good night. Thank you so much. Well, yeah, they are the horror film from Cartoon Theaters are a gimmick. How many posters do I own? Probably 2, 3, about 7. Leviathan, Aliens, Ninja Turtles. Have a Cobra poster. Have 2 Predator 2 posters. Favorite game you played in general? I mean, Resident Evil 4, the original Silent Hill 2, Dead Space 2. Those are a couple. Will you watch the new Final Destination Bloodlines if it's a paid request? Have I seen Mean Guns? Yeah, but I don't remember a thing about it. Oh, no problem, Andrew. Thank you. Yeah, that's no problem. But yeah, those are a couple. How often do I watch the betting? Weekly. Which I'm going to do it later tonight because I spilled some soda on there. Which actually is some of this, actually. So I figure I'll just do this. Then when I'm done, I'll just put it in the washer. Because then I'm going to go back here. I'm going to do some commentaries, which are requests. That way, when I get done with them, then they'll be washed. I gotta do 2 commentaries, so I'll do one while I was washing and then dry it out while I'm doing the second commentary. Then when that's done, I put it back on and then go to bed. Oh yeah, that's a great looking poster. That's the theatrical poster. I like the VHS cover, but I get what you mean. That's a classic poster. Andrew, just whatever is reasonable. So not like $1 or anything. Just whatever you think is reasonable, Andrew. I don't really talk prices, but just something that's reasonable, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm a night owl. From working, I used to work at a Target where you had to be at work at 4 a.m. to unload trucks. So I am keeping it mellow, absolutely. But yeah, hope you're doing well, Scotty. Thanos, I have not been requested the Lilo and Stitch remake. So unless I did request, then no. Last time I got to a theater, a long time because it's like 40 minutes away. And they're expensive. Transfers movies, I like the first 3. Frisch Squash Face, who's Crystal? Who's Crystal? Favorite Mike Ryan's performance. The performance of Total Recall is pretty good. Maybe that one. Mike Bear, I don't really get into that because something I've learned, you never really talk much of your personal stuff on YouTube. So I don't really get into that stuff. General, I want you to go to the tab. I want you to go to my channel and go to my videos I just posted, and you'll know what I mean. Just go do that now. And you'll know what I mean. X-Ray Punch, I like both of them, but I'll pick Bruce Campbell. I'll pick Bruce Campbell. But Tim Thomas is great as well. Red Bull, I'm not a fan of Red Bull. Last Friday, I think it's too late. I mean, a comedy sequel that Frisch Squash Face, no. Crystal, that's actually someone who is a guy who dressed up in women's clothes, but he's a nice guy as well. He's always been kind. He's always been cool with me. I have no issues with someone who wants to do that as long as they're a decent person. But that's who Crystal is, and that person's always been respectful. He's always been nice, always been courteous, and I have no issues if someone wants to do that as long as they're a decent person. So, yeah, not really free squash face, but there you go. Favorite Peter Jackson films: Dead Alive, The Frighteners, and Meet the Feebles. I prefer the 1999 Living Dead. Nah, Scoob, I don't think it's the same person. Nah, they're just having fun. So just don't take things too seriously. That's all. So nah, it's nothing bad or mean. Fridge hasn't seen anything that bad, so it's fine. Nothing to get mad about or anything. There's nothing to be mad about, so it's all good. Just stayed in fats, that's all. Jeff, I prefer the 1999 Living Dead. I much prefer the original Evil Dead. I'm not a fan of the remake. Which poster are you talking about? You talking about this poster? Or are you talking about that poster? Favorite Chuck Norris film? Firewalker. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that. Yeah, Daniel Stern. Fan of his. I don't have like a Rambo 3 or so poster, no. Oh, thank you, BA. That's very kind of you, man. Thank you so much. What's your thoughts on a sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, written by Tarantino but directed by David Fincher for Netflix starring Brad Pitt? No, first choice face, it's fine. Nothing to be sorry about. Um, do we need a sequel to that movie? Do we need to? I don't know if we need to do that, man. I don't know if that's really in the ether of people wanting that. I mean, it depends on the story. I'll put it that way. It depends what story they write for it. It depends what the script is. David Fincher's talented. I like Brad Pitt as an actor. Tarantino writing it, definitely a plus. So I'll put it this way. I will wait for what the synopsis, what the story is. I'll put it that way. And we'll see how that goes. So I'll wait for that to come out. Filthy Frank, never heard of it. Underrated Bruce Willis film, The Last Boy Scout. The best Crow film, the first film. Red Dead Redemption 2, yes, I will play more of that, but it's going to take a long while because I have a lot of stuff on my plate. So it'll be whenever I can. It may be months from now, but I'll do it when I can because that's a long, long game. And I can't spend a tremendous amount of time just on that because many other things will go by the wayside. Brown sugar on bacon. Interesting. Never really thought of that. Maybe I will. Yeah, big game. So I didn't know about that before I got the request, but yeah, I do now. But what I played so far is definitely interesting. Aquafina obnoxious, absolutely. That's why I put her in that video of overexposed or overrated actors. Because I do find her annoying as fuck. Bob Dylan Cinematic Universe. Why? Favorite film that's over 3 hours or 3 hours? Shawshank Redemption. Hey there, Mike. Take your time and then just let me know, man. I'll see how long I'll be on here and stuff. Just let me know, man. Just let me know. Yeah, The Last Boy Scout, that'd be cool to have a proper release. It's on Blu-ray with Last Man Standing, I believe. But like a good, solid Blu-ray, that'd be nice. Definitely a lot of love for Bully. I'll be playing an hour of that thanks to John McKinney. Heat is a good one. Jeff, if you're wondering if I reviewed something, feel free to go to the channel. There's a magnifying glass. Just type in the name of the movie, and you'll see if I reviewed the film. The news furthers my low opinion of humanity. This killer Carmelo stabs the teen in the heart several times, and he's getting a GoFundMe. I know nothing about that. I don't know who Carmelo is. I don't know anything about a teen being stabbed. And the GoFundMe is for what? What's the GoFundMe? I don't know anything about this, Freddie Lit, so I have no idea on the details of that. So someone stabs someone and a GoFundMe for what? And I don't know. Uh, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, it's actually fine now. I was just checking on something. Um, what new Jama Klutzer new horror film? I don't know what new horror film that is. What new horror film is that? I don't know what that is. Yeah, Time Cop 4K. It does look like a ripoff. There's no features on it, so I have no reason to get it. I have no reason to get it. I'm not getting Time Cop for almost $40 when there's no features on it. I have no reason to get it. None at all. Nope, sorry, no. Hey, Libercast, hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going well for you. The cats are doing okay so far. Thanks for asking. Do you live without a refrigerator? I mean, why would you? Be the question. Why would you wanna? View to a Kill, not a favorite of mine. I think he was too old for that movie. Hey there, Sean. Hope you're doing well. Well, the fact there's not even one single new feature for Time Cop is ridiculous, but you're still asking people to pay that much money. Cats, I saw one time. I don't remember a thing about it. Maybe for good reason. So, I don't think there's a review for it on the channel. My favorite Bond film is GoldenEye. The worst one, I would say No Time to Die. Would I do a tour of my home? No, because people don't like me. I don't want them to know much about me personal wise because why should they? So no, I don't do room tours. Hi there, Dead Man Walking. Good luck with work. Frailit, I've not. It may be a while before I get to them. I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can and trying to get the stuff as soon as possible. I'm trying. Spy Who Loved Me is in my top 5 Bond films. Lethal Weapon 1 is my favorite Lethal Weapon film. Well, for number 1, a bunch of reasons, but I don't really care, honestly. Is Tomorrow Never Dies in your top 5 Bond films? Yeah, I'll put Tomorrow Never Dies in my top 5. Kubrick worked on Spy Who Loved Me? I did not know that. Interesting. Yeah, Val Kilmer's too bad he passed away. Loop Track. I don't even remember what that film is. What the hell was Loop Track? I don't even remember what that movie was. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, with the big bird at the end. No wonder I forgot it. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for that. The 3-hour cut of The Keep and The Hitcher will be found? I don't think so, no. Brainstein, I don't mind that film. Favorite kill in Jason Goes to Hell? Probably the girl that just turned to a wishbone. Or the elbow and then the jaw goes inside the person's face. Yeah, I remember Furious. I would like to get that on Blu-ray. That's actually on my Amazon wish list. But I always wait to check it for periodically, waiting for the best price. But yeah, I have an Amazon wish list and that's on it. Love Timothy Dalton Bond films, especially License to Kill. Why would you need a sequel to The Good Son? The movie ended. There is no more story to tell. Oh, thank you, Freddie Lit. How would you make My Name is Bruce better? I don't even remember the film, to be honest. You know what? I don't even remember much of the movie, other than Bruce Campbell was in it. You needed a bit more money put into it, better writing. I don't think Bruce was the best director for that movie. So yeah, I don't know. If the movie was fresh in my mind, I could give you a better answer, but I barely remember that film, to be honest. I just remember the jokes were not that great, and the script was really lousy. And I don't think Bruce was the best director for that. GoFundMe. How about I start a website called Go Fuck Yourself, where we go after bad guys and send them away. That'll be my version of GoFundMe called Go Fuck Yourself, where if you're a piece of shit asked for money, we find you and we beat the shit out of you until you go fuck yourself. How about that? Well, let's start that website. So again, if you're a piece of shit asking for money because you're a piece of shit, because you're an abuser or you're a killer or you stole people's shit, then go to the website, go fuck yourself. You get told off, and then you go fuck yourself. Yeah, Bruce Campbell, I can't remember the last thing he did I liked. Working Man was disappointing. That's too bad to hear. Craig Roberts film. I'm trying to remember who Craig Roberts is. I don't remember who Craig Roberts is, to be honest. Yeah, I don't remember. The adult films, I don't think I have a favorite that I reviewed. Yeah, I don't think I have a favorite. If I was in a horror film, why would I be unalived at all? Like, well, like I would be dead either way, so why would I want either one to kill me? I mean, I liked all the Substitute films. I think Tom Berenger was better, but I like Tree Williams in that. The new Tron film did nothing for me. In my backlog of requests right now, yes, but you can always, if people have a request, put it in, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. You know me, I'm uploading 3-4 videos a day, so I'm doing the best I can. So I'll do what I can. Will you say the industry dropped the ball on Mike Myers? No, he dropped it on himself for his behavior. He treated people like crap. He treated people terribly. He acted like a diva. He was difficult to work with. And then when films like The Love Guru and The Cat in the Hat bombed, it's like, well, fine. Your films are not making money, and you're treating people like crap. So why would we work with you? So Mike Myers did it himself. So he has no one to blame than him. I haven't seen Fight or Flight. Hey, Mike, just give me a few minutes and stuff. Yeah, I know there's a new Tron. I'm saying that's what I meant. I don't care. Nothing about the trailer did much for me. I don't care. Cool music, that's it. I don't care. That's my point. I don't care. That's what I meant. By the way, if you notice why I'm looking around like this, is because there's a damn fly, and I got my fly swatter, and I'm trying to catch the sucker. So if you're wondering, like sometimes I do like this, I'm trying to hear for his sorry ass, so I can get him. Because I hate when you get like a fly in there, it's like, and it goes over there and fucks off, and then. So I'm trying to look for him and his sorry ass. But that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, maybe chopsticks would work better. Yeah. Let me just. Okay. So I just try and do multiple things at once.
Hey there. Can you hear me?
Hey, let me get my headphones. How's it going?
I'm doing all right. I got another day off. First of 4 in a row. Hours at work get better next week though, but I'm expecting that to probably be temporary. But I overheard about the fly. Hopefully you catch that fucker.
Yeah, just like if you notice, so if it seemed like that's what's going on. But so
Those
far,
things are. I mean, I'm with you. That irritates the hell out of me.
oh yeah, I mean, someone's asking. Yeah, they're always common out here, out in the middle of nowhere. Dark gold dust. There's flies. There's roaches. There's also
Yeah.
it's Texas, and Texas
Spiders.
just yeah. Honestly, no. No.
I get,
At the mailbox one time there was a black widow.
ooh
I killed it.
ooh. So I don't get black widows, but I do have spiders. And what'll happen is they'll normally be in the corner of my wall. So I'm constantly always like looking up corners of my walls or
Yeah.
like on the ground. Like, cause I get some big ass fucking spiders here. Like, I mean, like fucking big ass spiders. I remember there was one that was like in the corner over here somewhere on the near the ground, and I'd never seen a spider that big in here before. And my stepdad Troy likes to catch them with like cups and take them outside, and I'm like, that spider's just gonna kick the cup back in your face if you try to catch that thing. That thing's on steroids or something. So I wound up. I used the vacuum. I used the long arm, vacuum attachment, and I just suck them up because I can't reach them, and I'm not gonna touch that thing. And what was funny, I was rewatching Alien 3, and I started the movie, and it was like during the whole awful opening sequence, in the silico and whatever. And then in the corner, looking at the corner of the wall, big spider. It's like, oh god damn it. So had to stop the movie, then go take care of the spider. And I'm like, okay, all right, that's done. But I kid you not, the same night while I was watching Alien 3, another big ass spider showed up in the same spot, like a halfway through the movie. So I'm like, this movie already sucks, and now I have to deal with this shit throughout the entirety of it. And the spiders were scarier than anything in Alien 3. Like, that freaked me out more.
I believe that. I agree with that. Work quick life shout out. Thank you, Christo, for the kindness. That's very cool. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Matt and Mike. Hope you're
Hey
doing
there.
well.
Hope you're doing well as well.
And this is funny. Call Jeff Daniels. Take care of him.
Yeah, or John Goodman. Rock and roll.
Yeah, you've admitted before that each time you watch Arachnophobia, you always find a spider.
Yeah.
Or most of the time.
Yeah. That's weird.
So,
I don't know.
they know. They're aware. They're aware. Yeah,
Yeah.
Spire didn't like him watching Alien 3. That was a warning. Stop watching that shit.
Now,
Sorry, go ahead.
I did watch some, new trailers. Tron Ares, Jared Leto being a part of it is a red flag.
Hmm.
And I mean, yeah, I like Blade Runner 2049, but it's a red flag most of the time. And definitely for the box office, I think that film's in a tank.
Hmm.
Tron Legacy underperformed anyway.
Yeah.
Instead of the first film. So I just don't think that film is going to do that well. Also, there's no Garrett Hedlund. I heard a rumor that he might be an alcoholic or something, and that's why he wasn't able to be in it, or he might be in it, but in a cameo. So it's a new guy who I don't really know that much about, and you don't even get like Cora, Olivia Wilde. I think it's Olivia Wilde as the actress. You don't even get her. So you just have a bunch of like new people, don't know anything about, and it's the third movie. Like, how often does that happen? It's the third movie, and like, other than Jeff Bridges, thanks, Sean. You don't get anything. You don't get anybody. It's like I don't know who half these fucking people are. And also the whole idea of the light cycle and the other stuff in the real world. It's not as interesting to me as it is for other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think the effects look good. I think the music
Yeah,
sounded good, but I
Nine Inch
don't
Nails.
really care about Neutron 1.
Yeah.
Especially when Tron is it's not even going to be in the
Yeah, I
movie.
know. What the hell? I thought that was going to be it. Like Tron was going to be the lead or something, but no. Now Jared Leto's wearing Rinsler's suit and riding his motorcycle. No, I thought, oh, it's going to be the return of Tron, and they're going to redeem themselves after the end of Tron Legacy, where he showed up and said, "I fight. My name is Tron, and I fight for the users," and then dies in 30 seconds. Apparently not. They're not going to redeem that. So that's annoying. Not as annoying though as did you see this, Matt? Stefan Peters, the Keep documentary. It's
I saw your
actually getting
post is from
yeah.
Imprint Films. I guess is
Uh-huh.
doing a limited edition 4K of the Keep,
Yes.
and I guess they're getting the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the release date is, but
Yeah. It's supposed to be later this year. I'm gonna pirate that shit.
if you can find it,
Yeah.
of course.
There's no way I'm paying money and supporting him. No way in hell. And I found out that there was a Kickstarter he did like 10 years ago.
Oh yeah.
And apparently no one's getting their Blu-rays yet. They haven't gotten the movie yet, and it's going to be on this 4K from Imprint.
That's going to be tariffed and taxed. So
I know that
more.
too.
So
That sucks.
and I mean I ain't buying it, so it won't
Yeah.
affect me. It won't
Or
affect
you
me.
have there's just a lot of stuff relating to 4Ks and physical media stuff that's kind of annoying. The Beyond limited edition, the Grindhouse has been talking about. Oh, you better get it now, otherwise it's going to be out of stock. Literally a day or two later, oh, we have more now, but you better get those now because then it's going to be out of stock. Then like a week later, oh, we have more in stock. It's like, what the hell are you even doing? Like that is so shitty and lame. And people are falling for it too. And on top of that, Matt, did you know that the case is a book? So the 4Ks and the Blu-rays and everything, they slide in.
Yeah, I heard that, yeah. Oh, thank you, Tim. Happy Monday to you too. And Mike liked Mortal Kombat more than me, so you may be looking forward to the sequel more than me.
I don't know. I need to revisit that one. I did like it more than you, but I definitely have issues with it. I mean, the random lead guy who's never a part of any
Oh,
of the games, that was dumb. So, uh,
thank you, Bobby. He always has crazy things. So, okay, what's this now? If I heard a lion roar, so I'm like that movie where all the lions are around me. And
okay.
was it Melanie Griffith? Was it?
Yeah,
Or
Melanie Griffith, yeah.
what's that? Is that Olympus? Mike said yes. I said, feed him some steroids. And Olympus the lion walks in. Mike said, you probably think, what is he doing here? I'm thinking, where did he get the steroids? And why
Yeah.
is he roaring like a lion? And I said, it crossed my mind. Yeah, you can keep Olympus. I don't want, I got enough cats. So have to deal with the one. That's fine.
Yeah.
I got enough cats to deal with.
Yeah.
But
That's funny.
thank you, Bobby. How is Olympus doing, by the way?
He's doing okay. He still has his issues with like anxiety and peeing outside of his box, which is annoying and gross, but it is what it is, and I'm not going to give him away. I'm not going to take him back to the shelter for that. I think
Very
this other spray I've been using to clean it up makes him pee more. I think I've noticed. I don't know. There's something in it that he just doesn't like and decides to just overcompensate for. So, because I was using a different spray and I ran out of it, and then I'd use this other spray. So, and the different spray seemed to do a better job. So, I'll test that theory out soon enough because I ordered another bottle of the different spray. But yeah, going back to the Beyond, I mean, $66, and I get a slip case. I get the slide in and out. No, I'm not paying that for that. So, and I'm fine with my Blu-ray, to be honest.
Right.
And then Time Cop, Shout Factory's charging like $35-$40 for a bare bones 4K.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the hell is that? And that should be like 25.
Yeah, I'm not getting. I love Time Cop, but since there's nothing on it, I have no reason to get it.
There's nothing on it. Like, not even an interview with anybody involved with the movie. No, no commentary track. No, and the audio is borked too. That's a way too common thing I've noticed with these releases from these companies. So many releases have botched audio for some reason. Like, what is going on with that?
I don't know.
To the point where I had to pirate a 4K rip where they fixed it and took audio from the Blu-ray or the DVD and synced it up, because now you have the proper 5.1 DTS audio track. So it is what it is. I mean, there's still some cool stuff coming out, but I don't know. And it's getting more and more expensive too.
It is. Like, well, really, mostly zombies asking you. I mean, I don't know if you follow this stuff, but there's news of the Nintendo Switch 2 and the crazy price and how much.
Yeah, I saw some about that. I'm not really into Nintendo as much anymore in gaming and stuff like that. I think maybe just
like the idea behind it.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, games. I think a lot of it is it's due to the tariffs, man. That's what it is. It's a tariff thing. You know, they
announced that before, I think. And,
okay.
I think what it is, Nintendo, is they know they can do it because people will buy it.
Yeah, that's the problem too.
Like, well, why are we selling us for so cheap? Yeah. We need to up our games too. It's same with people at conventions that I've heard where this person charges this much, but wait, this person charges this much. I need to charge mine that much. Same with movies. Wait, they're selling their 4K for that? Why did I sell my 4K for that too?
Exactly. There are some companies though, like Kino Lorber, who are like, nah, we're just gonna sell it the same price that we've been doing for a while, and might change it up a little bit. They'll probably have to change things up a little bit in terms of price for tariffs and whatever, but I don't think Kino's gonna go like crazy high. And they still have some really great sales. Like, I ordered some stuff from Kino from a sale. I might as well just grab those real quick. I do have something from Umbrella that's out by my front door I need to go grab, but we'll get that after the stream. But yeah, I got the Beast Within. Sorry, I'm not used to this. I can't see properly.
That's true.
So the Beast Within. And it looks backwards on my end, but I don't know if it looks backwards on your end or not. Miracle Mile.
Good movie.
Because I only had the Arrow release, and it was region locked. April Fool's Day, which has the better cover art.
Yeah, much better cover art.
and it has the same features and a good transfer. Uh,
Yep.
Snake Eyes, Nicolas Cage,
I liked it. I liked that one.
and Bad Lieutenant with Harvey Keitel.
Of course.
I might make another order because it's still going on until the 21st, but I don't know. I'm I'm trying to not do as much. But thankfully, to people being very kind and generous, like I've been able to actually, you know, do okay. So despite my hours getting slashed in half at work, so
But thank you, Just. I appreciate this. I have not seen the new Mission Impossible Final Reckoning trailer. Though, yeah, I know the idea there will be no more. I think that's good. There's you gotta be a time to stop.
yeah.
I
And
did
I
not
hope it
like the
doesn't
last
immediately
one.
get rebooted afterwards either.
Yeah, I mean, I did not like the last Mission Impossible film. I thought it was very disappointing.
I didn't either. I saw that in the theater too.
So hopefully
I'm
it's
starting to think
better.
though that it might have been a COVID thing. I'm really starting to think that because they had to stop and start production constantly because of COVID. There's probably a lot of things that they couldn't do that they might have wanted to do because of COVID at the time. And then it just led to just a kind of a messy installment. The new one looks a lot better. I didn't see the new trailer though. I saw the
No, I didn't
previous
see it.
trailer. The Naked Gun teaser. How about that, Matt?
Well, people asked me earlier,
Yeah.
but I'll just re-say it
Hmm.
to O.J. Simpson Joker. That was funny, but I don't know
Yes.
if selling your movie on Liam Neeson wearing panties is really the
Yeah.
best first look.
Yeah, that was weird. And I don't remember Naked Gun having that kind of cartoon like physics and logic, where it's like, oh, he can be the same height as a little girl or whatever, and then take the mask off, and now he's like 6 feet tall or something.
Well,
Like, I
yeah, I
don't
didn't
really
have that
remember
type of
that.
joke, right? Yeah, so I don't know.
And honestly, they did that Girl Scout joke better in National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1 with Tim Curry. Wilderness Girls.
Yeah,
um,
I'm not big on that. So
Yeah, and it's like a sequel, but also a reboot again. It's like okay, um, but I'd rather that at least still made me laugh with the O.J. Simpson thing. Unlike Megan 2.0, uh, maybe I laughed out of cringe more, not that it was funny.
you guys will hear more of my thoughts because that was actually a request to talk about. That'll be up in a couple days,
Oh,
so
that'll be fun.
there'll be a whole video talking about that and ranting about that. So
I don't
look
even know
forward to
what the hell
that.
they're doing with this franchise. I've read things that people are like, oh, well, they're just making it more campy for a certain audience that really
Yeah, they're
liked the
doing the
first
Terminator
movie.
2 route with the villain being a hero, and then they like the TikTok dance.
Yeah,
But so they amp up the comedy because they felt that's what people want is more of the campy, embracing the
yeah.
goofiness of the situation.
Hmm.
And people in the comments really liked it. I think I even said I did in the video I'll upload in a few
Yeah,
days. I
I was
see
kind
the
of
comments from
surprised
people
by the
saying what?
reaction. Like, there's a lot of like people who are loving it, and like even if you go to like the horror subreddit and you look at the comments on the trailer on that, there's a lot of love for it, and even people who are like downvoting comments that are like negative towards it. So I was like really surprised by that. I was like, what? Okay. Um, I don't get it. And also, it's not really the T2 route because the T2 route, like, it's still. Well, here's the thing: Terminator still was technically also an action movie. It was had horror elements and it
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
thriller, but it was also an action film. Megan is not an action movie. Never was an action film. There's a little bit of an action scene in the climax, but that's not really action. I wouldn't consider that to be
Well, Alien is a
part of the
horror film,
action
but then
franchise.
Aliens is an action film.
Yeah, but Aliens is also still a horror movie. So, but
Well, I
with
would
Megan
argue that
2.0,
a lot
I don't
would
see any horror. I
a
don't
lot
see
would
any
argue
horror in that.
Aliens isn't horror.
I disagree with that.
I know. I'm
there's
just saying a
some.
lot of people would
I
disagree.
know, but I definitely disagree with that. I think there are definitely some genuinely horror elements and aliens. I mean, the Queen, the scene when they go in into the the LV-426, and then they see all the people cocooned, and then that one lady who has like the chest burster in her. That's something straight out of a horror movie. Like that's pretty intense. I mean, my mom got heart palpitations watching that movie in the theater. Or how about the scene with the face hugger when it gets loose? That is something straight out of a horror film, and that's something that Alien Romulus basically copied and emulated for a good chunk of the movie.
Yeah. Well, let me first catch up with the chat a little bit before we get back to that. Andrew, I know you were asking, like, if we had all money, like anything, what kind of movie we would make. For me, stay tuned on the channel. I actually, in a way, answer that because someone asked me by fantasy booking for a Ninja Turtle film
Okay,
trilogy, which I
cool.
put a quadrilogy. I go about 40 minutes detailing each film, what I would do, and that would be mine.
Uh-huh.
What film would you make? Would it be an original film or would it be an IP based,
You know
like
what?
Robocop type?
I would love to actually get some of these unmade movies made. So I'd like to resurrect Shadow Company,
Hmm.
or or Isobar, or Night Skies. That's the kind of thing that I would like to do, or remake stuff that I think could be improved upon, like the Wraith. I think you could make a hell of a good Wraith movie nowadays, even with a moderate budget, like straight to Shutter or something, or direct to video or streaming. I think you could really do a great Wraith remake and improve upon the original. So that's the kind of stuff that I would like to do in terms of films. But if it was also extended to television, I want to resurrect Tales from the Crypt. I've always wanted to see that happen. I still think it would be massively popular, but the issue is rights and the William M. Gaines estate. They don't want to play nice, so the Crypt Keeper and the franchises is stuck in rights hell right now. So
Yeah. I mean, TV wise, X Files and give it a proper good ending
yes, that would be good.
instead of the shit
That'd be
we
nice to
got.
see.
And I'm like, Chris, you get the fuck out of here, Carter. I ain't
Yeah,
listening to a fucking thing you say because we listened to you long enough and you went off the reservation.
yeah.
A lot of people talking about the video game stuff. We talked about that.
What about
Um,
Ballerina? Did you see that trailer, Matt? John
no, I
Wick
didn't
spinoff.
care.
Anna de Armas has all the acting ability of Gal Gadot. That looks bad.
Yeah, good dunk, good dunk. Yeah, I never thought Gal
Which
Gadot was a good actress.
I'm really not. I'm really glad to see that people are basically mostly siding with us, Matt, with the Gal Gadot. Like now she's like a punchline. I'm seeing all these videos just showcasing her bad line delivery. Watch Mojo did a list of like worst Gal Gadot lines. So pretty much a majority of people are turning on her and seeing her for exactly what we saw her as when she was
Was
in Wonder
fucking Wonder
Woman.
Woman. We got to do our duty.
Yeah,
Got to do our duty. I thought she sucked. There were people in Wonder Woman I thought were a better actress than
yeah,
Wonder Woman. I forget their names because I'm bad with names, but there were people in her
yeah,
tribe that I thought those
yeah.
actors were better. Real quick, like, thank you, David. Thanks for the stream. I drive a truck on the road. Very cool, man. I should watch this playback when I get back to work. The longer you talk, the more miles I kill.
Cool.
Just saying. Well, let me just say a little drink to the working man. Good luck
Yes,
and be careful.
yes. Because I have a lot of respect, appreciation for truck drivers. My stepdad drove truck for a long time until he wasn't able to anymore. And my father is still a driving truck. So I have so much appreciation and respect for truck drivers and for what you guys do.
So be careful out there. There's a lot of crazy people out there. So just be careful. And
Yes.
unless it's someone from like a Penthouse chick, then you can go bang her in the back and write for Penthouse if that's still around. But other than that, be careful and watch your
Yep.
dick.
And the
Wash
check is in
and
the
watch
mail.
your dick. Both. Hey there, Drew. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Bobby. I know you're not your cup of tea. Oh yeah, you sent me a request for another Barbie movie. I'll get to that in a bit. It'll take a while.
Have fun with that, Matt.
I mean, I can't answer it because I haven't seen the movie yet. So, I'm sure it won't be my cup of tea, but it is what it is. So, thank you, Bobby. I still appreciate that. So, and then people were talking about the horror movie Popeye. There's 3 Popeye horror films. 3. I didn't see any of them.
People need to stop watching those movies, stop giving them money, and then maybe they'll get the idea and get the hint and then stop making them.
I haven't seen any of them unless it's a paid request. Otherwise, I will not see them because I like the Popeye character. They tried to do an animated film. It got canceled. I still don't.
That's what sucks is that you had that animated movie by Genndy Tartakovsky, and it looked great, and then they didn't make that, but we get these 3 Popeye knockoff horror movies.
Yeah.
We get that instead.
More than likely, they didn't do the animated film because they felt the public wouldn't accept that character today. But then these films are so cheap that they cost like $37, so they release and they just make their money back.
I think it might have done well. I think it just depends on the marketing. But I guess I can kind of see where maybe they're coming from because this was like after Tintin bombed, and I don't know if you've seen Tintin, but Tintin I thought was great.
At first, thank you, Time Travel. It's very nice of you. Thank you, man. Yeah. But I haven't seen Tintin, but it did bomb.
Yeah, it didn't do well. So maybe that's part of it. Tintin was kind of a acquired taste character, an older character, older IP. They resurrected it. Steven Spielberg was even directing it, and it still didn't do that well. So maybe they looked at it from that perspective.
And Michael, speaking of horror films, Michael, I did see the Primitive War trailer. I don't know. It's pretty much Vietnam, but dinosaurs. I don't know.
What is that, a streaming movie? Because that's not on the... Okay.
It doesn't look bad look-wise. So there's ambition, but it's kind of like if it's a Vietnam movie, but what if they found dinosaurs? So I don't know.
What do you think about Final Destination, the new one? I know what you did last summer.
Final Destination, I did do a video for those interested that detail my thoughts on the trailer. For those who want to see that. Long story short, Tony Todd looked sick. You could tell he was sick during it.
He really does.
And that's very sad. As for the story, I don't think the grandma aspect is interesting enough to make another film. And just the gimmick. A lot of them were very CGI. This feels even more CGI.
Yes. I agree with that.
It just doesn't
I think it's interesting, the idea that, they weren't supposed to live and death is coming for them. That is kind of an interesting concept. But
that's every Final Destination film.
Exactly. So
that's everyone.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like they weren't supposed to live because they go off the plane in the first film, so death's coming back to get them. So that's every plot. So that's what I mean. This is like part 6.
Yeah.
I don't think we needed 6 Final Destination films.
I mean, it's like, I know some people are not happy that the Saw 11 isn't happening, but I'm actually okay with that. Like, Saw X was surprisingly decent for what it was. Might as well just end there.
Yeah.
Fine with me. 10 movies is more than enough for that franchise.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need any more. the final list destination. Yeah.
Yeah. Or and with the I Know What You Did Last Summer, like I don't really think the sequel was good anyway. The other film, like I Will Always Know What You Did Last Summer, was even worse. So I'm like really low expectations. I mean,
Yeah, if you saw the stream films recently,
mhm.
the new ones, it'd probably be in that same vein of how good they are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is not good. And the
No.
fact that it's just called I Know What You Did Last Summer again is also not a good sign.
But it's like Stream 5 was Stream, right? Oh,
Mhm. But at
so
least with that, I could kind of get what they were doing because it ties into the meta commentary of that movie where it's like, oh, it's like that's what they're doing now. So we're also going to call it Scream. I Know What You Did Last Summer doesn't have the same excuse. It's just doing it because they're being lazy.
well, it's a new group of people, and they did something last summer. So that's I know we did. It's all shitty to me. So
Yeah. What do you
yeah,
think
I know
about the
there's a
Looney
TV show,
Tunes Acme versus Coyote? It's
Coyote versus
actually
Acme.
Coyote versus Acme actually got picked up.
Cool. Yeah, I heard that. That's very cool. I'm curious about the film, and yeah, I'd be curious to give it a
Yeah.
look because I think it could be like Rescue Rangers, where
Yeah.
better than you think type of thing.
Exactly. Yeah. The Day the Earth Blew Up was the most recent Looney Tunes movie that came out. The same company that released that is the company that bought the Coyote versus Acme.
Hmm.
So
Oh, cool.
they're intending to release it theatrically. I think sometime next year, and I think they're hoping that it's going to do well based upon the controversy and all of that. But they tried to ride a little bit of that for the new animated movie, and it still bombed. So I don't know. Um, I think it might do better than the animated movie because it's live action and you have these well-known names and everything. But we'll just have to wait and see. But the animated movie did not do well. It made 11 million on a $15 million budget, so it definitely did not do well financially.
Well, I mean, I don't think that film looked good at all anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chaz, John Cena's in every fucking thing, so just gotta deal with it.
John Cena has taken the mantle from The Rock when it comes to being everything. That's what it seems like.
He was in that last Suicide Squad film, and that was still a good movie. So
it was.
We just hope that he's not as shitty in it.
There's a lot of belated sequels too. Freakier Friday, which looks like a Disney movie, like original movie. It looks like a streaming movie. It doesn't look like it belongs in theaters.
I don't remember the first one, so it's like whatever.
Spinal Tap 2. I'm like, huh? Spinal Tap 2?
Don't ask me why.
I have a feeling that's going to be really bad, to be perfectly honest. I know there's a lot of the same people involved, but a lot of the same people were involved with Bill and Ted 3. And that was terrible. So,
yeah. Yeah, I think Freddie Prinze and Jennifer Love Hewitt are in the new I Know We Did Last Summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone's asking about that.
What are your thoughts on the new Jurassic World?
Nothing to it. I mean,
yeah.
Rebirth is the name, right?
Mm-hmm. I like the idea of reject dinosaur clones. That's kind of an interesting concept, but I don't know if that's enough to carry the film.
But don't they make like a new dinosaur every other movie? Like you had the one that was invisible and World.
Yeah.
You have the Super Raptor and Fallen Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
You had all those bugs and fucking
the bugs. What the hell was that? What a waste of Sam Neill.
What a waste. Business of Fear, I know the feeling. I'm going back to older films as well. Yeah, that's a film that'd be. I mean, that's the thing. There's a lot of films that still don't have Blu-ray. Crocodile Dundee's in a 4K, but I think it's that edited version.
Yeah, it's the encore cut, which cuts out the transvestite or trend whatever joke, which I'm like, that's not really necessary.
Yeah, stop editing stuff. Bunch of pussies.
Until Dawn looks interesting to me. I never played the game. I know a lot of fans of the game are not happy with the trailer,
I
but
played the game once, and yeah, it's nothing like the game. So,
mhm.
which the thing is, the game actually has an interesting story. So I don't know why you would change that, because that's the one
Yeah,
thing you would keep.
yeah,
And instead, it's just Happy Death Day, really, except it's a group of people.
yeah.
They die all the time, Groundhog Day style. But
It
then it's like
just
a new villain for some reason,
yeah.
which, like, I guess they'll explain in the movie why that's the case.
It
But I'm
just
like,
depends
okay,
how they execute it. Because I think there's
yeah.
potential there. It's interesting, but it just depends on how it's executed. If it's not executed properly when it comes to being a different take on the game, then it's just going to be bad all the way around. Um,
What was second? What's funny, there is a movie called Freaky. I don't know if you've seen that.
yeah,
I know Mikey's seen
Ricky.
it, but with Vince Vaughn, where he's a killer and switches with a victim, and it's very comedic. So there is that. If you haven't seen it,
Yeah, definitely go check that out.
YWIR. So Freaky is fun.
Or if you want to see something that's not really like a body swap thing, but it's still like a Friday the 13th parody satire, like check out The Final Girls, because that's another good
Mm-hmm.
one.
But yeah, YWIR. Check out Freaky with Vince Vaughn. Uh, that was a fun one.
And Catherine Newton.
Yeah, so you may like that one.
Speaking of Happy Death Day, I heard something about a third one. I don't know. The second movie was disappointing, so I don't know about a third one.
Oh, thank you for my. In Robocop 2014, he's trying the whole film. Barely any action till the end. After bad guy jumped out the building, big explosion in the end.
Yeah, well,
Maybe that's
yeah, that is actually a pretty good summary of RoboCop.
what she did see in the theater.
Yes, in IMAX.
Yes, those were the two. Yep, Freaky and the Final Girls. Check out those two. You'll probably have. I would think you would have fun with those.
To be honest, I'm done seeing something in the theater until like the next Mission Impossible. I don't really care.
Yeah.
It's gotten expensive. I don't want to pay for a monthly thing and then not go to the theater and see them. And the fact that things are coming out so quickly on VOD and HD, why?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just wait till then.
Exactly. And yeah, Effrey is doing okay. He's just been very busy with work and stuff, so he's doing well. And
What do you think about Sinners, Matt?
I haven't seen the trailer, the new one, so I don't know much about it. The guy who did Black Panther knows directing it. Michael B. Jordan started it, but I don't know much about it, so I can't say anything about it.
I like it. I like what I've seen with the trailer. It at least looks like, okay, yeah, it's kind of from Dusk Till Dawn vibes, but it still feels like they're doing something kind of different here. And it's its own thing, which I do appreciate. It's not just another sequel or remake or reboot or live action crap like Lilo and Stitch, which looks terrible to me, but it's going to make $1 billion.
You think it'll make that much money?
Honestly, I do. As much as the backlash is going on with Snow White, Lilo and Stitch doesn't have that, and Stitch is a very popular character for Disney and for a lot of people, and a lot of people I've talked to in person, uh, they're excited for it. So I think that's going to do well. Could be wrong. Disney might be suffering some backlash from Snow White, but I don't really think it's going to be the same kind of thing. Because the trailer's been well received, the teasers have been well received. People are like, oh, Stitch is cute, and oh, I can't wait to see that with my kids, that kind of thing.
Oh, I told this earlier in the stream, but I heard and looked on Reddit what probably Superman's about,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they're right. So I could like tell like what the whole Superman story
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
That the first scene is the scene in the trailer where he's beaten up and
Okay.
healed up. That's the opening scene.
I don't mind that as an opening.
Uh, they release monsters in Metropolis. He helps the Justice League. There's a clone of Superman.
Hmm.
Uh,
So Nuclear Man?
yes. Uh,
Destroy Superman.
Luther takes a message that his dad sent Kal-El. He redoes it, so then the world thinks Superman is going to destroy everything. So he's
Okay.
canceled. Cancel culture.
I actually don't mind that concept. That's actually plausible in terms of a plan that Lex Luthor would implement.
He also puts people in a pocket dimension, including his ex-girlfriends. Lex Luthor.
Lex, I actually like that too. This is kind of petty shit that Lex would do. Okay.
And I guess he like fights a clone of himself or something.
Okay, that's weird.
I don't give a shit. It's not for me. You guys can enjoy it. I
That's
don't
fine.
care. Give a fuck. Super dick. Super douche. Super dork. Yeah, I know there's a Cujo remake of Darren Aronofsky. I don't care about that either.
So he's actually going to get a remake done this time. Because I know he's been
Guess
attached to
so.
so many remakes over the years. He was attached to Robocop. I think he was attached to other ones. It never happened. But now the Cujo remake. I don't think we need a remake of Cujo, but
No, I don't care for one. But I mean, if the Monkey did well, that's based on Stephen King.
the
I don't know
Monkey
how
sounds bad from what I've been hearing. It doesn't
what
sound like a good movie. And
what.
I'm leery of it anyway because I hate those goddamn symbol monkeys.
Oh, okay.
So the whole movie is going to be that. Maybe that'll help me like not be so freaked out by that stupid thing. Just go watch the monkey and then it'll be like, oh, this movie sucks, and I'll just associate the stupid symbol monkey with another shitty horror film.
We're probably, hey there, Julie. Hope you're doing well. We're doing okay. Hey there, General. Haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you again. So, giving some nice thoughts to you.
Hey there.
Alice.
It's
No,
all
no
right.
problem. And thank you, Crystal. He's seen this, so I'd like to give just his thoughts on it.
I like it. I like the pilot. It's based on a script that the original writers of the first film wrote. I think they were intending it to be maybe something they were going to use for RoboCop 2, but then they went into a different direction. I like the series, to be honest. I'm even a part of a fan group on Facebook that actually has Richard Eden as a part of it, as well as Yvette Napar and other people from the show, which is really cool to interact with them. And Eden, to me, I think he did a really good job. I think he's the best RoboCop since Peter Weller. Only good RoboCop since Peter Weller, to be honest. Richard Eden. In a lot of ways, it's kind of similar in tone to the Flash 90s show. So if you're a fan of that, I think you can get some enjoyment out of RoboCop the series. Not perfect. Definitely has some episodes that are not the best, and there's some camp, and it is not rated R. But they managed to work around it decently enough by having some cool trick shots that RoboCop does, or RoboCop has different stuff. Has like this foam that he can use, or he can lock himself tighter on the ground so he can survive an explosion. So there's some cool stuff that they do with it to kind of work around the limitations of not being able to like have the hardcore violence. And I like a lot of the new stuff they throw in there. Neurobrain becomes like a friend of RoboCop's, who's like this woman who was murdered, and then her spirit becomes a part of this computer system. I like the dynamic between Robocop and his new partner Madigan, and you also incorporate Murphy's family in it more, so he actually gets to interact with his son and with his wife.
Hey there, Manny Cotillo. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. Hey
It
there,
has an
Bozo.
unfortunate history, though, when it comes to its treatment on home video, though, which really sucks. To this day, the Region 2 DVDs are probably the best you can get when it comes to that show, or maybe the German Blu-ray, because the most recent Blu-ray releases from both the US and the UK are trash. I sold my UK Blu-ray of that series recently to my local shop so I could get some, cash to get other things with, because it's so bad. There is they upscaled it with AI and with a total amateur doing it. Didn't know what the hell he was doing. There's an episode of the show on the UK Blu-ray by Fabulous, I think it's Fabulous Films, that is so fucking shitty, it's unwatchable. It is so bad. They mess with the contrast. It's so dark you can't see anything. It's terrible, and it's a shame, because the show, in my opinion, I think it deserves better than that in terms of its treatment on Blu-ray and DVD. Just terrible, awful.
Oh, whoops, sorry. Damn thing jumped on me. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll do our best. General Mike did talk about the time cop stuff. He mentioned how the sound is all screwed up. There's no features. Why it's like that, I don't know.
Do you think there's no features because of the recent stuff that popped up with Jean-Claude?
Well, no, they were working on that long before those allegations, so they announced that way before that. So,
which I looked it up. It's unfortunate. I can see it actually being something that Jean-Claude did, but that's also the time when he was coked out of his mind, so I don't think he knew where he was. or that they were trafficked or anything.
As to what's going on, I don't know all the details. I just need more proof.
Yeah, I do too.
There's allegations in Romania that I don't even remember the whole details.
He was gifted like 5 women, and he didn't know that they were, or he knew that they were trafficked, or didn't know. We don't know the full details of it.
They say he knew.
They say he knew.
I don't know the details. It's like that thing with Stallone and Over the Top.
Yes.
The girl. That's why.
It doesn't even seem like with the Van Damme thing, though, that, like, from what I've read, it doesn't seem like he like assaulted them or abused them. He just, had sex with them. Which I'm like, okay, that's messed up. But at the same time, I don't think it's really the same as like straight up sexual assault. But I don't know.
Like I said, I don't know the details.
I don't know the details. I don't know if he forced them to do anything. So.
Yeah. Which I know it's hypocritical of me to say, like I said before, because if it was Steven Seagal, I'd be, going in on it. But again, I'm just being honest about it, so I don't know. We'll eventually find out. We'll eventually find out, and then we'll see. And Mr. D-Man, I didn't see Dune 2. Mike did and enjoyed it, so
I liked it.
Your thoughts on
I liked it more than the first. Significantly more than the first movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Chaz, they were grown women. Yeah, they were like in their 30s and stuff.
Yep.
But
what do you think about the upcoming Anaconda movie? I think that is honestly one of the dumbest ideas in recent memory. Some Anaconda sequel that's like a comedy with Jack Black and Paul Rudd.
Yeah, like they want to make a film based on a film that they enjoyed back then, and
yeah,
I don't see why we need this in the first place. It just not a, and I'm not a fan of Jack Black nowadays. He just doesn't. I'm just.
I saw some of the stuff he did for his SNL hosting gig recently.
Mhm.
That was pretty funny. I think that enables him to kind of do something a little bit different now because it's SNL, so he can do different sketches and so on and so forth. Speaking of that, I got a massive undertaking coming up involving SNL. A friend of mine sent in a Patreon request, and it's comparing the two worst seasons of SNL against one another, season 6 and 20, and then determining like which one is the worst and why. So in order to do that, I'm gonna have to watch all of these episodes of these notoriously bad SNL seasons. So that's quite an undertaking. But I'm honestly looking forward to it because I've been wanting to do a video at least on season 6 for a long time.
Cool. General, in a few days, I will have a video about Maiden 2 trailer that was a request, so just be patient. That video will be up in a few days. Working Man, I did not see. People were asked about it. Did not see the film, so
I
can't say
actually got a
anything about it.
request for that. It's coming out on VOD on the 14th, so I'm just gonna wait.
And Minecraft, I did not see. People were asking about Minecraft. I did not see the film. I'm not surprised it made money.
Someone also requested me watch that, so that's gonna be fun. Apparently, there was a leaked, unfinished version of the movie that was leaked to the internet, similar to Wolverine Origins. You know, X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
That has unfinished effects.
I haven't seen it. Again, I'm not surprised it made a lot of money.
I'm not either. I knew it was going to make a lot of money. I'm surprised that people are surprised that it's making money because I see a lot of articles about like that. It's exceeding expectations and it's making more than people thought. I'm like, why did you think it was not going to do well? Like, I don't even understand that. Minecraft is such a massive IP. The kids don't care. They don't care that the CGI looks like shit. The green screen looks bad. Jack Black is phoning it in. It's got a generic plot. They don't care. It's Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
It's similar to what happened with Five Nights at Freddy's. It's the same kind of audience.
Yeah. Thanks, Bobby. Once again. Okay. If you listen to the radios talking the story contest, you're not interested. They said winner will go to AC/DC. Now you're interested. If I get to meet AC/DC, maybe that could work too.
I don't know. Give me Alice Cooper instead so that I can do the whole we're not worthy.
Yeah, but I mean, both are great choices. But I mean, I'm an AC/DC fan. That's my number. I'm an Alice Cooper fan. AC/DC #1 for me. So, yeah, I would definitely be interested. I'd be excited for that. I would do it.
Scorpions would be like that would be big for me. Be Klaus Meine and those guys.
Yeah, Minecraft is a huge property. So
I saw the video though of those preteens acting like a bunch of hyenas, and then some of them got escorted out by the police. I never expected that would happen with Minecraft of all things, but yeah, that's obnoxious as hell. And that's another reason why I don't see movies in theaters. It's like I don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah, I think
there's a chance I could deal with anything like that. No, throwing popcorn at the screen, having all their phones out the entire time, talking, doing whatever else.
I know, Alex. I've not seen the Gumball Rally. Never seen the film. Sorry.
I have that on DVD. It's a '70s race movie that looks kind of interesting. It's got a really good cast.
And hi there, Sweet Persuade. Hope you're doing well. And yes, I know there's a Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I don't look forward to it because I wasn't a fan of the first one, but first one did make a lot of money.
Yeah, what do you think about the Snow White review bombing stuff? Good. It's getting like review bombed to hell on IMDb. Like a lowest rating of any movie on there.
It's going to be a crap film.
Yeah.
I mean, but by the end of the year, no one's going to talk about the film.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's 1.6 out of 10 bad. I think it's more likely, because somebody asked me to see that too. That's going to be more of like a 4 point something out of 10 type movie, like the
Right.
mid forgettable Disney movie kind of stuff. I think a lot of it is due to Rachel Zegler and what she's doing and what she's been saying, and some people have made it political. There's too much shit that's political nowadays anyway, and I'm like, why do you got to make this political? Just it's a bad movie. Just
Yeah.
let it bomb and tank. Got grown men being like, we did it. We made the Snow White remake bomb. I'm like, it's not even. You're not. You. Let's be honest here. Were these men ever going to see the movie to begin with? No.
No.
So you didn't do anything.
But it's still funny that it bombed, and I have no.
Yes. And I'm glad. Deserved a bomb. Enough of these Disney remakes. Fucking lazy as hell.
Yeah, I never give a fuck about the film, and I'm sure it's just a bad.
And to be honest, the original Snow White is one of my least favorite Disney animated movies anyway. Like, I'm not really a big fan of it to begin with.
I like the original. I respect what it did. It was pretty much the first movie, I think.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I never care to see a remake of it at all. So
yeah,
it's like whatever.
No.
I'd say by the end of this year, when it gets to 2026, no one's going to remember this film.
No. They're going to remember it like they're going to remember the recent Marvel movies. Like, the Captain America movie with Falcon as Captain America that I knew
I heard that
was going to bomb.
Yeah, I heard that, yeah. The Rachel and Disney made it political.
Yeah,
they shut up about it.
They did, but at the same time, whatever. Judge the movie on its own merits. Don't judge it based on what one of the stars said. That to me, that's dumb. That's just how I feel. Like, just judge the film. Don't judge what stars of the movie are saying.
Yeah, I judged the trailer and it was bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Brave New World. Disney is like fudging the numbers on that one. Oh, it only costs this much. Or like that, we know it didn't cost that little. We know it costs twice as much with your reshoots and shit. For like 6 different reshoots. Give me a break.
Deer Hunter, yeah, Pinocchio. I watched that Disney live action remake. That was a much older film, Pinocchio, with Tom Hanks, and I went straight to streaming, and it was a piece of shit.
That would have bombed. That would have bombed if it went out in theaters.
Yeah, it would have, but it was a terrible fucking film.
Yep.
Because I saw and I reviewed it.
The Del Toro film is much better.
I haven't seen that one, and Aladdin's probably still my least favorite Disney.
Oh yeah, Aladdin. Will Smith is a genie.
Yeah, it's probably still my least favorite. I'm sure I'll still hate Aladdin more than Snow White. Yeah. I would bet money.
I really don't like the Lion King remake. I don't like that at all either. And I don't like the Jungle Book one. I know a lot of people like that, but I'd rather take the Jason Scott Lee one over that one, to be perfectly honest. So we're talking about live action Jungle Book, because that actually is the live action Jungle Book.
Yeah. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. I do appreciate Emma Stone. I don't mind. I do think she did a great job as Gwen Stacy.
Yes.
And my favorite baby, it's that or Zombieland, probably. Mm-hmm. And yeah, again, I don't mind her as an actress. And she was in the interview. I thought she did fine in that.
She's great in Easy A. She's a star of that one.
Okay. I didn't remember that one. And also, seeing Cinderella and Cruella both were pretty good. I did not like either one. Well, I only saw Cruella and I hated that. I hated fucking Cruella. And hi, Dead Side. Yes, talk about your hat.
Okay.
Is that from the New Blood? Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
that Jason. Yeah.
It's from one of my favorite Jason photos. Honestly, my favorite Jason is from the New Blood. Got this at Fred Meyer. Just saw it there. Was just shopping for groceries, and I was like, "Oh, dang, that's cool."
Yeah.
I've actually gotten a handful of hats from there, surprisingly enough, that wasn't expecting to find. Um, yeah, Emma Stone. I mean, she was also really good in La La Land. That's another good one. Um, I forgot. Yeah, she was in movie 43. Ugh.
Oh, cool. 12-inch statue of the Jason from Part 7. That's very cool. That would have been
Nice.
a very cool Christmas present, man.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing well, Dead Side. And thank you, Sean. 1994 Jungle Boy is criminally underrated. Why is that not on Disney Plus? There's a lot of things not on Disney.
I think it's a rights thing. I think it's the company that co-released the film also has rights, and Disney doesn't want to make a deal. And I think that's what's going on with that one. Because that movie was technically not a Disney movie, I think, and then Disney just bought the distribution rights. So it's a complicated thing with that movie.
Is that kind of like with Tarzan, where there's the guys who own Tarzan, but then there's like Disney released a Tarzan?
Could be.
So
Yeah. Speaking of
like
Tarzan, though, like the live action Jungle Book is actually one of the better live action Tarzan movies, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, I just see that. Well, I mean, is 3 Men and a Baby? I don't have Disney Plus. Is 3 Men and a Baby on Disney Plus?
I don't know. I know it's
'Cause that
on
was
Blu-ray, which is bullshit. It was the most successful film of that year, and neither is
'cause
Stakeout.
they don't do a lot of physical media anymore, Disney.
I know Sony has a deal. Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. Sony has a deal with Disney right now, but I still don't think certain things are going to get released regardless. They'd have to get a deal with like Kino, because Stakeout sounds like a Kino Lorber release, like all the way.
Yeah.
And they've already released some stuff through Touchstone, from Touchstone Pictures through Kino. Okay. But no. And Shoot to Kill is another one I'd love to see on Blu-ray, with Tom Berenger and Sidney Poitier and Kirstie Alley. Really underrated thriller.
And the people in the chat know, multiple people have asked, did not see Deepwater Horizon. Sorry.
I wouldn't say I loved it, but I like it. I like the movie. It's got a good cast. I think Kurt Russell is in that, I think. And he's good in it. Mark Wahlberg is it's one of his better dramatic performances. But the reason why I really got into it is I have it in 4K, and I have a really good surround sound system, and the Atmos track on that is amazing. Like when shit is like breaking down and stuff falling apart, you're hearing it like behind your head, and it's such an immersive, incredible experience. So because of the fact that it has like such a reference quality Atmos track, you have a pretty good surround sound system. And even if you just have like a sound bar and don't even have rear speakers, like I would still recommend, pick up the 4K for cheap sometime, or the Blu-ray, because the Blu-ray has the Atmos track as well.
Alex, you're asking, Bob Iger is going to step down 2026. Do you think a new Disney CEO could save Disney? No. I think one change of one guy is not going to fix all of Disney's problems.
I'm just grabbing some Chips Ahoy.
No, you need a whole shakeup. You need a whole change of a foundation of how they release films and how they decide what films to get made and not made. One guy stepping down is not going to just magically fix everything.
Mm-hmm.
So Bob Iger stepping down is you need much more to be done with that.
Hopefully they'll sell the Muppets IP to somebody who'll do something with it, though.
Maybe. I like both Short Circuit films, Teen Slayer. But yeah, I don't know which.
I like the first the most, but the second is still fun. And I love that scene where they use Bonnie Tyler's "I Need a Hero" and Johnny Five is swinging around and stopping the bad guy. And there's some really funny scenes in that. The whole thing with Johnny Five using the Los Locos thing. It's like, Los Locos kick your ass. Los Locos kick your balls into outer space.
Exactly. Hey there, Diablo. Hope you're doing well. No, I didn't see the Gambler remake. I don't care about the new Predator film. Predator and a cyborg lady team up. How about not and say we did?
What remake were they talking about?
Gambler.
I didn't like that. I think I did a review of that. I think I could have sworn I did. I saw the original as well, James Caan, and I just thought that was kind of okay too. Both of them, I'm not like super big on.
And have you seen the Anderson tapes?
The Anderson tapes?
Yeah.
What is that?
Sean Connery. The Anderson.
Oh, not
tapes.
yet. Going to.
Oh, okay.
That is a request of mine that I'm going to get to for Sean very soon. I'm actually doing Wicked and the Anderson tapes next.
Oh, that's
so
very cool. There you go.
Wicked, I don't know about that, but I like musicals. I'm a musical like inclined person.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's some really good music, that might actually move me. And I do like the odd story, but I don't know. Ariana Grande is not a good actress, and I don't know.
Didn't see Wicked, so I can't say anything about it. And no, I don't think Mike saw A Working Man.
Which man?
A Working Man, the new Jason Statham movie. Dead Side, I've finished Manhunt 2 long ago. It's all up on the channel. That was a while ago, but yeah, I finished the game.
Speaking of video games, I am going to be playing Demolition Man in the 3DO.
I saw your post on that. Very cool. I look forward to that.
I've actually beaten it a couple times. Now I only did it on easy because I'm not good. But I love that is a wild game because Stallone actually recorded footage for that game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how often does that happen where an actor from the movie actually records footage for the licensed game? That's not common. And it's a new stuff too. Like, he records stuff for every time you go to the options menu and you change it from easy to normal to hard. And like easy, he just says, "You suck." And I'm like, yes, I do. That's why I'm playing it on easy. Or with like normal, it's like you're doing a good deed. And then like in hard, he's like, "What are you trying to do? Take my job?" So I think that's pretty fun. The game, I mean, it's a shooter for half of it, where you're like moving the cursor around trying to hit targets. And then there's like some levels where you're like fighting Simon Phoenix.
Yeah.
And then there's some first-person Doom-inspired levels. And because of the limitations of the console, those can honestly induce nausea. Because you're like, woo, woo, woo. And the camera is just going ups and down. Because, that's kind of how some of those levels were back then. And because of the graphics, like, just a blob. It's kind of hard to kind of navigate, kind of know where you are sometimes. And honestly, I had to look up a playthrough to figure out how to even end those levels. Because you have to wait till a certain point till you kill all these enemies, then follow Simon Phoenix's ass around, wait for a certain point, and then it will like have a door that will be available to you to leave. And if you don't know what you're looking for, you're just going to spend hours going around this maze of a level, not knowing where the hell you're supposed to go. And sometimes after a certain point, Simon will leave, and you're using your radar, and he's nowhere. There's nothing, so you can't even follow that. So now you're just stuck. You have to start over because you don't know where, or you have to go look. I'm like, how the hell did people figure this out? They just wander around for hours until they're like, oh, I go this way, and then I get
This
out of
bit,
level. Yeah, there's that bit. That's the second one. And that one's even worse because the other one, okay, there's like a different doorway with like red and that looks different. This, it's just a random part of the wall. There's no way you would ever know this was the exit for this particular level unless you played it already or you saw a playthrough, because that's what happened. I'm not kidding you. When I was first starting to play this game, I spent like an hour just going around in circles in this stupid cryo prison level until I was like, okay, I must have missed something. What the hell? And I'm like, I'm not going to keep playing this shit because I don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to go. I don't even know where I'm supposed to leave this level. I don't know where the exit is. So I had to pause. I just stopped playing and then put a let's play. And it was like, oh, okay, there we go. There's no way to know that. And there's another level with Simon Phoenix where you're on top of a car, you know, like in the movie. It's prior to you're fighting him. And this playthrough will make it look easy, but it's a pain in the ass because you have to keep moving the directional pad this way, like to the right, because it's in order for the car to keep up with Simon's car. And then you have to use the D-pad in order to do the moves. So if you don't get the timing right, Simon will just kick your ass and you're just done. Or if you don't keep pressing the thing forward, your car will just crash and then the level will be over. So that one is a pain. Like I spent like a long time just practicing this particular car level because I kept getting my ass kicked, and that's not easy. It's not the best game, but you can have some fun with it, and it's like an hour or whatever, you know, because a lot of games on the 3DO probably weren't really that lengthy. And there's a lot of stuff that's just bad quality footage from the game that I'm just going to skip. I don't want to get copyright strike because they play a lot of clips from the movie.
Yeah, I guess that's why this guy actually put comic books in.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so this isn't in the game. It's just this guy added this, I guess, because of copyright of the footage. Gotcha. And this is where you're talking about the new footage with Stone.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's no sound, folks. It's just make it a bit safer.
I would say I like this more than the Super Nintendo version I think I played.
Dead Side, you're asked about Manhunt. I like both of them equally. The first one, I probably like the gameplay a bit more. The second one, I like the story a bit more. But I like both of them. I like to replay them one day. But there we go.
I mean, Demolition Man on the 3DO and the Super Nintendo is definitely better than Cliffhanger on any console.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I remember you did a little bit of a playthrough on that one, then you were just like, I quit.
Yeah.
Me off.
Especially the snowboarding level. That's what made me crazy. Yeah, I think that was Wesley Snipes, but he's on a little bit of footage with him. And sorry, just looking through it. Thank you, John Stone. I appreciate the kind words. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Horror films that scared us. I answered mine a while ago, but I don't think you weren't in here for it, John. Maybe the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Maybe Back to the Day. Not a whole lot of films scare me, but maybe that one of them, like a little bit.
Sean Carpenter's The Thing.
Hmm?
The Thing. Saw that probably at a younger age than I should have. And I was breaking the rules of the house at the time, seeing it, because I watched it by myself without permission. And that damn Norse creature really stuck with me. And I still kind of look at photos of that thing, and it still kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Right.
So I'd probably say The Thing.
Good choice. Good choice. Now, Mr. D-Man, never heard of the channel Something Sinister. Sorry about that. Dead Side Dope, never played Shadow Man. Sorry about that. Mike has Robocop game download. He has that. I don't think he's played it.
No, I haven't played it yet. I do have Rogue Nation though. I have the Alex Murphy special edition and everything. Like I think I have the best possible version of it. I just haven't played it yet. I'd like to, along with the Ghostbusters game that I have. I would like to get Indiana Jones and the Great Circle as well, but that's expensive. Like really pricey right now. I'll wait till that goes down.
Did you see the remake? Did you see no white female? Jenna Ortega is supposed to be in it. Don't care. Don't care.
What I guess the crappy direct-to-video sequel wasn't enough. We need a crappy remake to throw on top of it too.
I guess.
And it's not like it's a film that's aged badly anyway. It's still effective as a thriller and as a movie. It's not like the remake's going to add anything new other than a different cast, a different director.
Got me. Has Mike seen Vertigo and Psycho?
Yeah, I love Vertigo.
And Psycho?
Yeah. I prefer Psycho 2 over Psycho, but I've seen Psycho.
Mm-hmm. He's Slithery D Films. Good evening, gentlemen. Hope you're having a great night. Yep, doing well so far. Talked to my good friend here. Nice to catch up and stuff. So very, very cool. Someone's asking Mike, have you ever seen Suspiria?
Oh
Original.
yeah, big fan. I love Giallo Argento.
Very cool.
I have it in 4K. It's honestly one of the most visually stunning 4Ks that you can get. The original Suspiria.
Ah, very cool.
I'm just waiting for the Inferno 4K. I haven't gotten that yet. It's not out yet. They haven't done it. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know
either.
if that's ever announced by any of these labels, it's going to be a big seller for sure.
Kind of caught up with the chat, and I'm trying to think of anything else that's coming out that I could talk about. Yeah, I don't really have anything news-wise.
Let me check.
Other than Val Kilmer, of course, rest in peace to him.
Yes, rest in peace, Val. Pneumonia, which I think is probably because of everything that he dealt with his cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of the stress and strain and health issues that he had to deal with because of his cancer is probably why he died of pneumonia.
Yeah. So rest in peace to him. Someone says Disney has Inferno.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they do though.
I've heard that before. Other people that say that somehow they have Inferno.
That is weird. How the hell did Disney get Inferno?
Well, who originally released it? And then maybe that company was bought out or something.
Fox released it in the U.S. It got an Arrow release.
Well, who owns Fox? There you go. Who owns Fox nowadays? Yeah, Phenomena I've seen. It's I enjoy that with
Wow.
Robocop.
I just found out Dawn of the Discs on Facebook just got banned on Facebook.
For what?
I don't know. Something. Don't know the details. I just know that they got banned. Because I'm looking them up and I can't find them.
I see them on Twitter.
Maybe they're still on
mentioned
social
it.
media like Twitter or Blue Sky, but on Facebook it looks like they got banned or they're down or something. I don't know what's going on. Some weird stuff going on anyway. My bank is having issues. I tried to transfer stuff from my PayPal to my card and it was like failed. I'm like, what? And then I tried to call my bank, and then they're like, "We are experiencing an abnormal number of calls because of some issues with our card processor." And I'm like, "Okay, okay, that explains it." Because it can't be that the card's not, because it's not expired, and it's not an issue with PayPal, so it must be on their end. I'll just have to wait till tomorrow to transfer it. But luckily, I don't have any major bills that I need to do right now. On the digital bits, good old Stalwart. I remember we used to look at this thing. Oh, we were on Skype, which is dead. There's no Skype anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, I guess to be honest, like, people stop using it.
Mm-hmm.
When people stop using it, then it's just going to go belly up like anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure Mike has seen Phenomena.
With the one with John Travolta?
Jennifer Connelly.
Oh,
Phenomena.
the original one? Yeah. It's a good one.
Puppies Are Power. We haven't seen Minecraft. We just not surprised it made a lot of money. And as a film, it doesn't look interesting to me. I never played Minecraft, so
It looks like Jumanji again, but with Minecraft.
It looks like the Jumanji sequels. Idea.
That's what I meant, Jumanji sequels.
And I wasn't a fan of the Jumanji sequels and
that wasn't either.
Humor. And Jason Momoa is feminine, and that's, I guess, going to be most of the jokes.
Didn't he already do that in the Fast and the Furious sequel?
Fuck if I know. Yeah, he did. To be fair, he did.
Is this a humiliation ritual for Jason Momoa?
Thank you, Bobby. What if Mike grabs on between bar and swing himself to this side of the stream? So we switch. That'll be the Freaky Friday third film. We'll switch and we'll be in different rooms.
So I'm on the digital bits.
To watch than the sequel with
Jamie
Lee Curtis switching with her Viagra, whatever the fuck she tastes.
Yeah.
Pomisha or something.
I guess that there's going to be an import release.
Says that Disney owns Fox. Arrow was a Blu-rays, Blue Underground Inferno. 4K rights is a different thing. So
interesting. Thank you. So Via Vision, who's an Australian company, I believe, they are releasing Ugly Americans, which is, in my opinion, a really underrated animated adult cartoon that used to air on Cartoon Network. And they're actually releasing the complete series on DVD. Actually, I think it's later this month. So I'll keep an eye on that, maybe to import that sometime.
Have fun buying really like that show. How much that would cost?
It looks like $44 right now. Not too bad.
Until they add more with the tariffs and stuff. Maybe at least 50.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not going to get it right away.
Yeah. I look forward to Night of the Juggler. They haven't had
Yes, I'm really excited about that.
But they just announced it, February, so there won't be a release date for a while.
Yeah, it'll be a while. I did hear an update on the return of the Deadly Spawn, the Deadly Spawn 4K from Synapse. They're pretty much almost done. And apparently I think it's probably going to come out later this year, I guess, because they got everything ready to go. They're just working on finalizing it. And I did hear Red Shirt Pictures, they're going to be doing Fright Night 2 and the Prom Night sequels.
Yeah, Fright Night 2 is very cool. I know they're doing interviews. Julie Carmen was interviewed. I mean, yeah, they were interviewed on the Friday Night documentary, so if you have that, you already have the making of. But still, I mean, interesting they still have updated stuff, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And thank
You're
you,
also
Sean.
gonna get.
There's a question for you, real quick.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on Matrix Resurrections? The Matrix 4.
Still haven't seen it yet. I've been dreading it. Still haven't seen it yet, though. I've been waiting to like revisit the trilogy and then watch it and suffer. So I'm still getting caught up on your request, Sean. But after I'm done, there's an idea for you: the Matrix films. If you want to hear my thoughts on Resurrections.
Roxanne Rock, I have not seen Daredevil Born Again, was never requested them, so haven't seen it.
I still need to see the Daredevil show and the Punisher show, to be honest. I still haven't watched them.
I saw Daredevil the first, the 3 seasons. I liked it. That was good. Didn't see the Punisher stuff. They might get the Demolition Man 4K.
Yes, I did.
I think you showed that, right?
I did. I showed it in an update video, I think.
So there you go, Jamroll. You can check that out.
Is that one in this? No, it's not. I was just checking to see if it was over there.
And Slithery D, yeah, we didn't mention Predator Badlands. I don't care about Predator teaming up with a fucking cyborg lady. Cyborg lady will probably weigh 70 pounds and look like you sneeze on her, she blows away in the wind. Maybe they'll have sex. So Predator will use it as a fleshlight. Predator butt fuck. The butt fucking lands. Or the bad butt fucking. Predator bad butt fucking. There you go.
It'll be like what was I gonna be like Cherry 2000. Anybody remember that movie?
Yeah. Nice. Nice. Very nice.
This is honestly a really cool set. I like the artwork.
Very cool. Did not get that yet.
Apparently, there's an audio problem during the end credits with the song.
It's like audio problem like every fucking
I know.
4K has an audio problem. Makes me go, why do you even want to buy this shit if they all have problems? I do have that. I have not watched it yet.
Looks good. I haven't watched it either, but it does look good. I just blind bought. I've never seen this movie, but I know this limited edition was going quickly out of print, and it was available on Orbit DVD, so I got it on there.
I like the film. I've seen the film long ago. It's like a much better version of Leprechaun to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the film. Real quick, like General, Murder by Phone. I don't know if they ever did a Blu-ray. Richard Chamberlain has passed away.
Didn't we hear something about rights? Like the guy doesn't want to sell it, or is asking too much, or
that was that was Night of the Juggler, but apparently they got solved, and that's also Nightlife, aka Great Misdemeanors, which that's probably still the issue. Murder by Phone, no one just cares. That's the thing. No one cares. No one gives a shit about the film. So
that's a film though that I think if Vinegar Syndrome did release it, like people are, oh, this is kind of cool.
Because I asked Michael Felcher, he laughed it off. So if he laughs it off, then no one gives a shit except me and 3 people.
But there's a lot of films that Vinegar Syndrome releases that you're like, who gives a shit about this?
Yeah, like Hundreds of Beavers. Exactly. Yeah.
Their recent announcements are interesting. I mean, I like Drop Zone with Leslie Snipes, but I don't need that in 4K. I don't need a hard box case for Drop Zone.
I don't know, man. Nah, Nippy, I haven't checked out the Kitboxer 4K stuff. I haven't checked out any of that stuff. I've just been very, very busy with stuff. Hey there, Chibi. I like the Harold Kumar films. Hey there, Neopunk. They will probably do a Matrix 5 just because it doesn't make sense, but I'm sure they'll do it.
It's like John Wick 5, which is announced. We knew it was going to happen.
They announced it because they want it, but Keanu Reeves is so old, and He's beaten down, broken down.
Yeah, he's even said that in interviews. He's like, I think he talked about like his knees or something. He was like, I don't know.
He can't do much, and they're going to concentrate more on the ballerina stuff and Donnie Yen, whatever his movie will be.
Yeah.
And there's an animated prequel. They're
God,
going to concentrate on that.
stop beating this franchise into the ground already. God,
And he's not
milking it
getting
for
younger.
everything that it could possibly be worth.
And if he does Constantine 2, he'll be busy with that. Or if he does some other movies, he'll be busy with
I think
that.
Constantine 2 is potential because that's not really. Keanu doesn't have to do a lot of physical stuff, like a little bit, but doesn't have to, rely upon John Wick kind of action to do Constantine.
Right. It's just that lately, for me, he has a good track record with sequels. For me, Bill and Ted 3. I did not like John Wick 4.
Yeah.
And Matrix 4.
I know Tombstone's getting a 4K, which I'm looking forward to. No director's cut, so if you like that version, you should keep your DVD because it's not going to be included in the 4K. Which they could have included it. I guess just some kind of issue, maybe rights-wise. I don't know. I ordered the UK version from Amazon UK. Importing it is like $38, and this was prior to tariffs. So I did this like way before then. So they're honoring whatever, which is nice of them. I could order it through Orbit DVD, but I think I'm just going to stick with my Amazon pre-order for right now. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm a big fan of Tombstone. Speaking of Val Kilmer, that's definitely one of his best performances. Yeah. Val is such a multifaceted actor and just he was a talented person. I mean, not just acting wise, he could actually sing. Like he sang the songs in The Doors. Like that was him. It wasn't him lip syncing Morrison. He was actually singing. I want to see the documentary Val, but I don't know if I'm ready for that yet because I think that would be really sad to watch that. Considering that he just recently passed. That's kind of like with the Robin Williams die. I haven't seen. I mean, I didn't watch that immediately either. I don't think I just don't think I've seen any of those documentaries. I think there's a couple of them, right? Robin Williams documentaries. But it does seem like Kino Lorber's kind of doing the same thing as Shout Factory right now with these re-releases in 4K, which is cool. But like, I'm okay with my Blu-ray career opportunities with Jennifer Connelly. I'm fine with my Blu-ray of a lot of these titles, even though I love 4K. Like, I'm getting to the point now, Matt, where I'm like, I don't need it in 4K.
Right. Right.
I'm trying to be a little more selective. I look for deals. If I get a really good deal on the 4K and I can get a bunch at the same time, yeah. Well, like with 88 Films, they just had a flash sale today, and 40% off. And so I decided to get Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3, Zone Troopers, and Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. And it wasn't too bad to import them from wherever. I think 88 Films is, I don't know if they're UK. I'm not entirely sure. But 88 Films does some good stuff. They do some good releases. Zone Troopers, I have it on Blu-ray from Kino Lorber, but this release has like even more features on it. So if you're a fan of that movie, definitely pick up the 88 Films release. More interviews and a feature-length documentary on the making of the movie that I'm honestly really curious about.
Okay, cool. Did you hear about the whole thing where all those movies, I guess because they're DVDs, like
the Warner Brothers disc rot?
Yeah.
I know there's some things that I have that have been listed on it, like some of the Tales from the Crypt seasons. I checked them out and they're fine. So maybe they're okay. I don't know. That would really suck if Tales from the Crypt round up and like, oh goddamn. This show isn't even streaming anymore. These DVDs are getting disc rotted. The Flash 1990 series is one of them, apparently, which sucks. But there is a Blu-ray now, so which I highly recommend any fan of that show to get. Have you gotten that yet, Matt? The
Not
Blu-ray from
yet.
Warner Archive?
Not yet. I'm always. Sometimes it does beat me over the head with it. I always just wait for deals. So I always just try to be
Yeah.
patient because I'm sitting there going, I have a stack of movies I haven't watched yet.
Oh, Matt,
So
you're probably like me. Like most of my like a large portion of my collection is stuff I haven't watched yet. But
exactly.
I'm
So
watching more of these things now, though, because of the requests that I've been getting in, and I've actually been checking out a lot of different stuff. That's been a lot of fun. You know, some more fun than others, but it's been really interesting to check out stuff from from Czechoslovakia, from Czech, Czech films, check out those kind of movies from over there, and other stuff from different countries, and get like a different uh, you know, taste of cinema, so to speak.
yeah, that's always nice. And sorry, just 1 second, folks. Just we'll keep my DVDs and movies, TV shows, physical media is not available. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot
Yeah,
less stores have physical media. You just have to get them online if you do want them.
yeah.
You're not going to have as much on Walmart and other stuff.
And also with a lot of streaming stuff, like there's shows that are just getting removed entirely. They don't stream it anymore. Westworld, Mr. Robot, I guess, is one of them. There's like a handful of stuff that, like, if you don't have the physical media copy, or if you don't have a digital copy that you've backed up yourself somewhere, you don't have any way to watch it.
Yeah, and there's still, like I mentioned before, the Crocodile Dundee. I mean, yeah, you still get, but just they re-edit stuff, they take stuff out, they can.
Oh, The Simpsons, when they went on streaming, because the whole Michael Jackson thing, which that documentary is just full of shit, by the way. That
Yeah, and
was
they're
it.
doing another one.
Yeah, and it did. HBO was even like, nah, we don't want anything to do with this. Even HBO was like, get the fuck out of here. Like even HBO stopped streaming that documentary because they were like, yeah, this is bullshit. We don't want to support this. And what's crazy is I've gone online. There are some crazy people online, Matt, who like believe everything that documentary says, and will get very aggressive and defensive
Yeah.
and like obsessive if you say that you're a fan of Michael Jackson, or say that he might be innocent, or there really isn't anything that really shows that he's technically guilty, and the documentary is questionable, and then they'll just jump down your throat, which is nuts to me. But it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think we need a two-part biopic of Michael Jackson, though. I'm hearing a rumor about that. What is up with the two-part Michael Jackson biopic movie, a four-part Beatles biopic from the perspective of each member of the band? I mean, I like the Beatles, but I don't want to see four Beatles movies from a different perspective from each band member. Like, that just sounds like a miniseries. Do a miniseries then. Why does it have to be four movies?
Yes, in the wrong guy. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Yeah. What do you think about the Friday the 13th Arrow 4Ks that are going to come out? Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X?
I'm fine with what I have.
Yeah.
I have a fan version of Jason Goes to Hell. Jason X, I like the film. I'm fine with the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And there's nothing added that there wasn't really a whole lot new added.
No, like the Heart of Darkness documentary, I think is just going to be released separately sometime. those are on my wish list, but those are not like, oh, well, Jason Goes to Hell is, because I'm not as big of a fan of Jason X as you are. So I'm okay with just my Blu-ray of that one from the Friday 13th set. I am looking forward to the Nightmare on Elm Street 4K set that Warner Brothers is going to be doing later this year. They're already remastering part 2. They're already doing interviews and stuff. So they're already getting started on that. So that'll be really cool to see.
We'll see.
Would you get that? Would you get that set?
Depends on the price.
Mm-hmm. Wait till it goes down. It'll probably be really with the tariffs and everything. It's probably going to be even more expensive than normal.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Thanks, Gene. He likes your hat. A lot of people like your hat.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
But
I know.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know Starman is getting a 4K. It had a 4K, a part of a Sony set, but it's getting a standalone release in a steelbook. I think in June. So if you're a fan of that one, it's a really nice looking transfer that Sony did.
Yeah, I mean, Chibi, I would say the first 2 Alien films are definitely worth a watch.
At least that's something new, at least for people who haven't had a chance to get the box set. I'm going to keep that version, though, because it has this show. It has the Starman TV show on it with Robert Hayes in HD. It's the only way to get it in HD, actually, is as a part of the Sony Columbia Classic set. So
yeah,
that's kind of, I guess, a little bit.
What happened? Am I still on, folks? What happened to Mike? Hello? Am I still on? Hello, hello, hello. Mike disappeared. Starman got him. He got beamed up. I was just going to say, Goblins, Starman is worth a look. But just Mike is now the Starman. He's the Rocket Man. He left. His ass got rotted out of the thing. Like, he's just gone. He's unless he accidentally closed it or something. But yeah, Starman is a great love story. Starman is a great love story. Jeff Bridges and Taron Allen, they have wonderful chemistry, and it's worth for that. Yeah, it's the movie Unfriended. He got killed, and I guess I'm next. But I don't know. Whatever killed him be pissed at me. And he would just be pissed at me and leave, probably. Fucking ghosts. I never see ghosts. I never see aliens. They probably just take a look at me and go fuck and just leave. Haunt or abduct someone else. They think I'm too scary. Or I'm too black. I'm too black for them. Yeah, John Carpenter's The Thing is worth a watch, Chibi, if you like horror films. But yeah, Starman's a good one. And Diablo, I mean, Mortal Kombat would be great released, but sadly, that's never going to happen. It should. It's the anniversary. I mean, who knows? Unless in months it's announced for later this year by like Arrow Video or something. I mean, Mortal Kombat, if you don't release that, you release that this year because it's the anniversary. Yeah, you don't need a 4K of it, Starman. I mean, you know. 1 second.
That was my bad. I actually closed the tab like a dumbass. Had so many tabs open. I was like, let's close this tab. So then I could try to find something else. And then I just closed the wrong tab. And then I had to reopen, restart everything because it wouldn't recognize my camera. So.
Well, I'm
okay.
With that, I mean, probably still do have to call it because it's about almost 3 hours. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes for me.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks for stopping by. It's great to chat with you again. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I know we've both been very busy with life and stuff, but it's always great to catch up.
Try to stop by more. Just depends on our schedules and everything.
Exactly.
But what I was asking before, kicked myself out. Is there anything that you're looking forward to that's coming out in
Physical
theaters this
media
year?
wise, or are you talking about
Or
just
just in general, physical media or in theaters?
well, physical media? Night of the Juggler.
Okay.
Whenever they announced, but whenever
I
that's
think it's Kino, right?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Kino Lorber. As for film, there's stuff that looks somewhat interesting, action film wise. Havoc with Tom Hardy. This is the
Okay.
guy who did the Raid and the Raid 2.
Yeah.
Called Havoc. That comes out
Uh-huh.
April 25th. Fight or Flight with Josh Hartnett. It's pretty much Bullet Train, but on a plane.
Uh-huh.
Nobody 2, because I like the first one.
Yeah.
But like this, that stuff is few and far in between.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just looking at the list, and I'm just going to quickly run Finance at Freddy's 2,
Don't
Running
care.
Man remake,
Definitely
Predator
don't care.
Badlands, Mortal Kombat 2, The Black Phone 2, which I like the Black Phone. I don't think it needs a sequel.
Yeah,
And-
I don't think it needs a sequel
And they're just
either.
doing the Freddy Krueger route.
And also, Blumhouse has a really shitty track record recently, like even shittier than usual.
Yeah.
I know you did a review, and you were talking about the Jeff Wadlow, who did Kick-Ass 2. And you were saying, did he direct anything? Did he do another like movie? Is he still getting work? I'm like, yeah, he directed Imaginary, which is crap. And I saw that in the theater last year.
Spinal Tap 2, which we mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
The Toxic Avenger, which Jesus.
That doesn't look good.
Peter Dinklage.
But then again, a lot of those movies don't look great, but
fucking Happy Gilmore 2.
Yeah. That looks like it's going to be too much of a hey, remember this type movie, which I'm tired of Member Berry's sequels, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, a fucking animated movie about sneakers called Sneaks with Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie, well, he's going to add another flop to his list this year.
And then Thunderbolts,
which looks like I don't know about you. Every bit of advertising for that looks like it's something that's going to go direct to Disney Plus.
It looks like it, but it's going to theaters.
It's not going to do well. I called it. Deadpool Wolverine is going to make people think Marvel is back, but they're not. The Fantastic Four, that's going to be a big thing for them. Like if that doesn't do well, that's troubling. And then they're hinging everything on Avengers Doomsday.
You mean you didn't like their 8-hour chair?
I don't care about that.
Let's show chairs for 6 or 7 fucking hours.
Like, I'm sorry.
That's
you
stupid.
definitely don't have much of a life if you're sitting there for all 8 hours watching chairs.
No, but apparently there are like people like that, hundreds and hundreds of people watching a bunch of fucking chairs. Every 10 minutes or whatever, here's another chair. Like the worst movie ever.
And like a lot of them were just, you knew they were going to be in it, so it wasn't even a surprise. It was like, oh. It'd be like the worst Royal Rumble. Like every 3, 2, 1, bah. This longest and just the worst Royal Rumble ever.
It's like a fucking sequel to Skinamarink. That's what it was. It was Skinamarink 2, Doomsday.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, it might as well.
That entire thing is just such stunt casting with Robert Downey Jr. as Doom. I don't like it.
There's a lot of bored fucking people then.
It's so desperate. It reeks of desperation. Marvel is so desperate right now.
Yeah. And I'm sure the Secret Wars is the next one.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably going to have Spider-Man, Deadpool, Wolverine, fucking Blade, David Hasselhoff, fucking Coming back is Nick Fury is going to try to do everything it can in a last-ditch desperation.
Hear rumors about, let's bring back Anya Taylor-Joy from New Mutants. So, like, most people are going to be like, who the hell is that? That character will show up, and people are like, who is that?
Let's bring back Captain America who steals cars.
And then gets sick.
From 1990.
We need to get Red Brown. We also need to get Nicholas Hammond. You get the 70s Marvel superheroes.
Yeah.
Where's Peter Hooton? Is he still alive? Get him back as Doctor Strange with that porn stash.
Let's get the, what was that, Mutant X TV movie?
Generation X.
Yeah,
Get
that one.
Get Matt Frewer to reprise his role as the villain in Generation X. That'll be the big reveal. Like the main villain of Secret Wars is just Matt Frewer.
Yeah,
From Generation
he's the real
X.
villain behind it all. He's controlling Doom, Doctor Doom. Or Robert Downey Jr. takes his face off, and then it's Matt Frewer underneath. He was Doctor Doom all along. It was him, Austin. It was him all along. See, Dolph as the Punisher, that's so good, it would never do it.
It was great casting. Perfect casting. I feel so bad for Dolph. There was a Reddit post. People were like, what is an actor who you feel never really got a fair shot? And I said Dolph Lundgren. Because he really didn't. He made an impact with Rocky IV as Drago. Followed it up with Masters of the Universe, which is a bomb. And then they just never gave him another chance after that for some reason. Like, even he was in Universal Soldier, and that did well. And then they're like, nah, no. We're not even going to release your film Army of One theatrically. Showdown in Little Tokyo was released to like 700 theaters across the entire United States. The Punisher never got a release theatrically because the company went under. Just had a lot of bad luck.
Yeah.
And I think he was every bit as capable as, Seagal at the time was still getting leading roles in movies, and so was Van Damme. And I think Lundgren was on the same level. Just never got a fair chance.
Yeah. Yeah, Chrome Piece didn't do. Yeah.
No.
I don't know why. I don't think
he was choosing particularly bad projects. It's just they never got marketed.
Or the audience just rejected him for some reason.
Which is weird. But this year, last year wasn't great. This year honestly seemed worse, to be perfectly honest. Like, just by looking at what's coming out in theaters, this is one of the worst years for me in a while. Because I'm like, maybe Mission Impossible in the theater? Everything else, I'm like, I can wait till that hits streaming.
Minecraft?
I can wait till that comes out in 4K.
Mm-hmm. One last question, Mike. Favorite Steven Seagal film?
That's kind of tough. There's a lot of them that I really like, but I think I'm gonna go with the same one. I think this is your favorite too. I'm gonna go with Power for Justice.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
It's great.
And no, Neopunk. 28 years later, I'm indifferent. And 20.
Speaking of that franchise, there's an upcoming 4K, and that's gonna look like ass. I don't know why they're releasing that in 4K. The only thing that was ever shot with a camera that wasn't like pretty crappy was the ending, which was shot with film. So that's the only thing that you could potentially remaster and look good. Otherwise, you're going to be upscaling like phone quality footage from like back in the 2000s, and it's going to look like shit. It didn't look good on Blu-ray to begin with. It's going to look even worse in 4K. I don't care if you add HDR. I don't care if you add all this other stuff, unless they completely just throw AI all over it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know why they're releasing that in 4K. And like the 4K subreddit is trying to convince people that, oh no, it's going to be good. It might not be as good as other 4Ks, but it's still going to be good because of the higher bit rate and all this other stuff. And I'm like, no, it's not going to. The source material itself is not of good quality.
Right.
And I know they're bringing up the Blair Witch Project, but that's different, in my opinion. Although that is a good release by Second Sight.
I still have to watch it yet. Just haven't had time. I want to get a copy of the documentary to watch on my computer, but
Do you need a copy of that?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm your guy.
Thank you. I appreciate
all
it.
right, hold on.
I'll
either, if I can't find a link, I will just rip it myself because I have a Blu-ray ripper, so I could just rip whatever.
But you know what? Before we leave, your channel is OCP Communications. For those who don't know, check out his channel. And what do you have coming up? Whenever
so I have some Shrek reviews. I just posted a review of Shrek the Third. I just recorded a review of Shrek Forever After that I'm going to upload later tonight. And then I got the Demolition Man playthrough on the 3DO. And then I also have so just a ton of requests. Like I got a lot. Honestly, I have more than I've ever gotten before. Now I'm getting like a real taste of what you get like every month. And I'm like, oh my God. Holy shit.
It's pretty humbling.
It is. It is. But it's also, to be honest, it could get a little like daunting because you're like, oh my, it's just so much. But you know, I'm gonna do the best that I can. And I got Wicked and the Anderson tapes. And then I got some more stuff for Brock, which is Nosferatu. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun with that one for sure.
Good luck with that. You may like it.
Troop Beverly Hills, which I actually do like. I haven't seen that in years, but it's with Shelley Long, I think.
Yeah, Shelley Long.
And Zap to Scott. I think Scott Baio is in that. I think.
Yeah.
An 80s movie.
Scott Baio.
And then I got a couple documentaries. One that you've already covered and one that I've actually covered on my podcast that's defunct, but our episodes are still up on different, streaming platforms and stuff like that. Uncovering Unexplained Mysteries. And that one is, oh God, Abducted in Plain Sight. So I got to rewatch that one and deal with that. Watch that frustrating documentary. The one where you're like, how the hell did you let this go on for so long? You get so pissed at the parents.
Yeah.
In that documentary. You're trying to be respectful and trying to be like, hey, I know, but like still like bunch of dumbasses. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then another one is a documentary about the it's called the Rockefeller Explosion, and it's about there was a pizza parlor, a pizza place called Showbiz Pizza Company, and they were the precursors to a Chuck E. Cheese, and they had this popular band of animals at some of their locations, and so it's a documentary about the animatronics Rockefeller explosion, which sounds interesting. I saw a whole documentary about Showbiz, which was interesting, and I like a lot of that stuff. Mainly, there's a couple channels that I've seen a lot of that stuff on. Defunctland, which does a lot of like Disney or other stuff that's no longer around, and Bright Sun Films, who does this abandoned series or this series called Bankrupt, talking about all these places, all these companies and stuff that are no longer around, or stuff that was left abandoned. Really good quality stuff. So yeah, it's kind of a taste of what I have. There's still more to come after that. I got like a ton of TV stuff to do. I still got Sopranos to finish up. I still got a review of like South Park season season 3, and then Simpsons season 6. So I commentaries. You know, on Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2, and Out for Justice, and the Blob remake. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff. So that's just a little taste of what I have. That's probably not all going to get done this month, but I'm going to try my best.
Of course. So thank you all for watching. Take care. Until the next one, we will see you guys in the next video.
See ya.
Bye-bye for now.